I'm Bogus Meat Factory. How's it going, everyone? We did it. We finally got my kids to sleep. It's a miracle in and of itself. Hi. Tonight we're gonna be playing some not Sea of Thieves. Wow, some Quest for Glory 3. We beat the story mode for Sea of Thieves last night. We beat Inside yesterday afternoon. Holy smokes, have we made tons and tons of progress in our completions of games this month. Technically, Sea of Thieves still has to get legendary status. We're gonna work on that, but I want to play couple games to shake things up and kind of get out of the mood for it. So, Dwarven Dad, I finally got my kids to sleep. Oh my gosh, it's 10:37. What is going on? Why is it like a full moon? Like, why are my children insane and not wanting to sleep? Dwarven Dad, help me. Help me. Teach me. Teach me the ways. Another flat warm Diet Pepsi. Oh, okay. Let's just get right into it. So, Quest for Glory. Like, my Angus doesn't go to sleep until after midnight most nights. Ugh. It's insane. I mean, I guess with everybody kind of stuck inside right now, I mean. So, Quest for Glory is an adventure game series by Sierra. We're in the third game in the series of 5. It's a game where your character carries over to everything. The Renaissance just started playing the first Quest for Glory, which is super awesome. Sleeps until 11 or noon. Oh, yeah, no. 10:30. Wake up at between 6 and 7. That's what I got. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get them to let me sleep until 8 or 9. Just if I'm lucky. So, Quest for Glory is a adventure game series. It's super awesome. You carry your character over through all of the games, right? So, you have stats, and it's a mixture of like a RPG and an adventure game. It's super awesome. The Sierra ceiling, yes. Yeah, this is my Sierra room, right? So we got the Space Quest 3 bed sheets. I need to fix that. It's supposed to be just a singular one of the artwork because it's like a super high res. Got a bunch of Sierra stuff. Cover art for things like the Daggerbomb and Amun-Ra, Gold Rush. Old stuff like Dark Crystal and Wizard and the Princess. We got Space Quest stuff. Perils of Rosella. That's for you, Ren, if you're ever out there. Conquest of Camelot, super good. Yeah, this is my jam. I'm a giant Sierra fan, and Quest for Glory is genuinely like one of my all-time favorite series. And definitely my all-time favorite adventure game series. We're just gonna get right into it. Let's see how this sounds like here. Gotta turn it down. Turn it way down. Pharaoh. Oh, the real-time strategy game, right? That's what you're talking about, right? Let's get close up here. Okay. Yeah. The RTS. That's a good one. I stink at RTSs. So I very much appreciate your perspective in that, Dwarven Dad, because I'm terrible at those. So we're gonna import our character. Insert your saved character disk from Quest for Glory 1, so you want to be a hero, or Quest for Glory 2, Trial by Fire, into your disk drive, so your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory 3. It's in here somewhere. Let's see. And you are Glory 2 save. Character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Tarna. We are a thief. So, we start off with some things being dramatically higher than what the base is for the game previously, right? Your starting stats, if you make a character from scratch, is 100 across the board. Here, some of those things are higher, some of those are not. So, like, throwing at 71, we actually kind of need to increase that at some point. But, like, our strength and our agility and stuff like that, our stealth, weapon use, through the roof right now. We're doing great. So they're gonna give us a little recap. But Quest for Glory 1 had us defeating the bandits, lifting the curse that was on the place, and saving the kingdom of Spielberg. And you go with your friends, the Katas, to the desert world of the desert land of Shapir and Rasir, and you help them, and you become the adopted son of the Sultan, and that's where we leave off. And when you play the end of Quest for Glory 2, it's like, we'll see you in Shadows of the Damned? Shadows of something. Anyways, and that's the fourth game. They didn't know. They had to put something in between because the stakes were too high in Quest for Glory. The next one they were gonna make, the Shadows one, which is Quest for Glory 4, between 2 and 4. So they had to put something in there in between, which is what we got here. Wages of War. Oh, yes, I want to use my points. I'm gonna up my stuff into Picklocks. Yeah, I need to up it into Picklocks because there's not much to train it on. All of my points are just going into Picklocks. Because I can't train in it. And there's some stuff where we're gonna need that, so it's gonna help. Yep, this is Quest for Glory 3 Cheese Viking games. I've been doing the series all throughout the year. I thank you, Rakish and my prince, for answering my summons. I have information for both of you. That's Aziza the Enchantress. As you know, 3 months ago in Rasir, the evil Adavis attempted to unleash the Genie of Bliss in order to rule the world. This is the ending of 2. Spoilers! Ending of 2! Adavis stood before the hexagram preparing to unleash the fowl of bliss to do his bidding. So I'm here to handle the helm. I sigh. Hear me, O dark powers, light the darkness and bind Iblis to me forever. Sigh, as soon as I find that other controller, we're gonna play Bridge Crew. I told you, Sigh! I told you we couldn't, I lost my controller. You entered the room and broke the seal of Sullivan, and moving the candle. Sigh, you're such a cad! You idiot, you've destroyed my spell, now you shall be destroyed. Dodged your spells. What you gonna do, Adavis? This is literally, even though it was a different engine at the time, this is literally what happens. Like, exactly. They translated it into the VGA graphics perfectly. No, no, master, help me! You threw your last dagger at Adavis and he fell to his doom. When Adavis died, his magical power was released, and I could sense the moment of his death. Such a release of power could be felt by skilled magic users all over the world. Still, there's some mystery concerning the death of Adavis. It is very disturbing that the body of Adavis could not be found. Even with all my magic, I cannot determine who or what removed the body or what became of it afterwards. It's VGA, sigh. Beautiful graphics. I believe the unbinding of Adavis's power could well have other darker results. Now we are again in my house in Shapir, hero. You have become the Prince of Shapir by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. Rakish now desires to return to his home in Tarna. Last night I received this message from the sorceress Krisha in Tarna. Please tell Rakish that he must return quickly to Tarna. There is a serious talk of war here, and I think only Rakish can now bring peace. I believe there is more to this war than just the anger of 2 tribes. I believe that a demon is again broken through to this land and seeks to destroy us all. In 3 days, a magical portal will open in Shapir to take Rakish back to Tarna. I suggest that if you, Prince of Shapir, wish to truly be a hero, you accompany Rakish. If there is indeed a demon, it is probable it was released into this world by the death of Adavis. You must stop it and send it back to its own world. The palace of the Sultan of Shapir, 3 days later. It greatly grieves me to say farewell to such fine friends and honored guests. Rakish, you were a great aid to me, and I sorrow to see you return to Tarna. O great Sultan, it has been an honor to serve you. Uhuru, Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, you have been a most excellent guildmaster for the Adventurers Guild and a gifted instructor of combat. Thank you for your services to Shapir. I leave Shapir with a great treasure, my son Simba. I never forget this place, but it'll be good to go home again. My son, it breaks my heart to see you leave. You'll always have a home here in Shapir. Hey, Lip! What makes a man? Is it the power in his hands, or is it his quest for glory? I give you a special gift, since you have shown such skill with ropes. I give you this set of magical grapnels. They will make any rope act as a magical rope, and will grab and release at your command. How's it going, everybody? It's good to see y'all. We just got ourselves a magical grapnel. Sultan, the magical portal to Tarna appears. Farewell, all of you. May you find the peace you seek. It's been wild, man. I can't believe we finished the story of Sea of Thieves yesterday. We beat Inside yesterday. What a wild day yesterday was. Tonight, we're going to play some Quest for Glory. Get that beat soon. Oh, my. Oh, yep. Well, I think it's the titties. Alright. What makes a man? The power in his hands. It is good to see you again, Krisha. Oh, Krisha, you have met Uhura of the Simbani tribe before. This is her son, Simba. Habari warrior. It is good to see you again, Uhura. That son of yours looks like a strong and healthy young cub. Missouri, Krisha. Thank you for helping me to return. Simba and I need to be getting back to my people, Kwaherini. You're gonna hear that a lot. Lots of Kwaheri, warrior Uhura. You're right, Dwarven Dad. Farewell, Uhura. That's a classic movie, right? Classic. This is the young hero about whom Aziza spoke with you. He is the adopted Prince of Shapir and a most honorable man. I'm most honored to meet you. I'm not honorable. I'm a thief. Prince of Shapir. Hi. So, we got a new layout here. With VGA games, it moved to the point and click. Of what we know is point and click, right? Used to be a parser based. Quest for Glory 2 was all parser based. Quest for Glory 1 was as well, except for the VGA remake, which is what we played. They're Lion Tars, Dwarven Dad. Lion Tars. Thank you very much. So we've got things like, this tells us our stats. Hooray, my health has gone up. You can sleep, sneak, run, and the time of day. Your magic, don't have any abilities. Inventory, we got a lot of stuff. Dude, critically lit. How's it going, man? How did Professor Layton go? Everybody, I loved Quest for Glory 3 as well. This was my first Quest for Glory game. Everybody, Lip, can you get a shout out for critically lit? And also give a compliment. Dude, I have to say that the stream chemistry between you and your wife is an absolute delight. And it leaves for a super entertaining stream. That's my compliment. I think it's super awesome. So yeah, he's awesome. For those that don't know, Critically Lit plays a whole bunch of different stuff. You know, more modern games, old stuff, everything. Loves a lot of retro things. I was playing Professor Layton just a couple hours ago. Super great game. And you were doing some Zelda recently too, I think. Some Ocarina of Time, was it? I think. You're playing some Zelda. It's good times. So, in our inventory, we got some things that are special. That are for importing your character. You get some special stuff, like the sapphire pin from your Kata friends. Wind Waker. That's what it was, Wind Waker. And we've also got our poison cure pills. We've got healing pills. We got mana pills. Why do we have mana pills? A note from Shima. The outside of this note reads to Shala in Shima's flowing calligraphy. Before you left Shapir, Shima asked you to give this to the Kata in Tarna. This is stuff that you got for importing your character. Special stuff that gives you a little extra oomph. Wind Waker, man, is definitely one of my favorite Zelda games. I think that it's tough to do, but like my all-time favorite is probably Link's Awakening, then Majora's Mask, then Breath of the Wild, and then Wind Waker. Breath of the Wild, I think, is the best Zelda game, but not my favorite. It's tough. Nice. All right. So we're going to ask some questions about the world. So we asked about Tarna, the city and its land. The land around it is called Tarna. It's ruled by my people, the Liontars. I hope that you can have the chance to appreciate the beauty of this place. We'll see Uhura and Simba again in a few days, for we will journey together to her village to talk with her people and learn more about the war between the Simbani and the Leopard Men. The Simbani. Simbani village is about a day's journey from here. All I know of the Leopard Men is that they are a tribe of shape changers who dwell in the jungle. The shape changers are humans who take on certain aspects of an animal through magic. Seriously, critically lit, the VGA in Sierra Games was spectacular, and with the Quest for Glory series very much especially, have amazing kind of art design, really striking and interesting visuals. Quest for Glory 4 especially is such an awesome game, as my favorite, might be my favorite Quest for Glory game. But this kind of painterly look, right? You don't get this in very many games, especially at the time. The jungle lies several days to the east of Tarna. Okay, something else. Warm. This is no Clockwork Knight, says Sai. This is true. Although Clockwork Knight is amazing. I loved it. We gotta do Clockwork Knight 2 soon, Sai. I actually recently picked up the King's Quest pack from GOG. Oh, nice! 1 through 6. I'll spend the next couple of days finding out more information about this war. We can speak more about it later. Have you played any of the King's Quest? Lit? I'm gonna say, hold on. I'm gonna call you critically lit, because I got lip. Yeah. Okay, what were your favorites? What ones did you dig? The Liontars have ruled Tarna for as long as we've existed. Most Liontars have little to do with humans, although that is changing. This talk of war is in some ways a good sign, for it means that the Liontars begin to accept that the Simbani are our allies and friends. Rakesh, you've been away a long time. There are several members of the Council of Judgment who also respect humans. There are also those who call for war's sake. 5 was your favorite? Nice. It always seems that people's favorites are their first, right? You know, that nostalgia, that wonder that hits you initially is irreplaceable. 5 is low on my list, but it isn't necessarily a bad one. My first King's Quest game was King's Quest 2. And then it was 2, then 4, then 6, then 7, then 5, then 3, then 1. That's the order it goes in. Sad that I remember that. And then, of course, I did the mask one was in there at some point. That doesn't count. 1 is rough. Critically lit, but 2 is actually really good, and I really enjoy 3. My 2 favorites are 6 and 3. Those are my favorites. 3 I played much later, but I thought was really cool and did a lot of interesting things that differentiated itself from all other Sierra games, not just King's Quest, and they did a really good job with it. Renaissance just beat that one, really, and it went up there high in his list. He loved it a lot. The Council of Judgment is made up of the wisest of our people. Krisha is, of course, the magical member of the Council. That is because I'm one of the few Liontars who have studied magic. It's because you're both magical and wise, my love. Aww. They love each other. Welcome to our land, Princess Shapir. Tarna is an ancient city, and you will find much to do here. We Liontars are a proud race, sometimes too proud for our own good. Most Liontars live in the eastern section of the city, away from humans. I've chosen to live in the western section with the humans. They are as much a part of Tarna as our people. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm a worker of spells, specializing in teleportation and communication. The magical portal which brought you here is an example of my magic. Portal. Magical portal allows people to travel across distances. It is a difficult spell to create, for it takes an incredible amount of magic. It can only be done through ritual. No problem, man. I'll be here. Thank you very much. I've beaten this game a million times. I am doing this because I haven't beaten the 5th game, the final game. I've always played it and haven't finished it. I feel like streaming the entire series might give me that incentive to actually go through it all and beat it. I hope it does. Yes, I know what a ritual is. Magic? Oh, we already did that. War. The leader of the Symbani came to Tarna to ask us to ally with the Symbani against the Leopardmen. The Council of Judgment decided to investigate this talk of war. It's most unusual for the Council of Judgment to become involved with the affairs of humans. The Council of Judgment decided to send a peace mission into the jungle to speak with the Leopardmen. It was ambushed at night, and only one human survived to speak of it. Rikish Rishaka was the leader of the peace mission. Is she dead then? I do not know. My magic tells me nothing. I do not think so, but that may only be the wishes of a mother's heart rather than true knowledge. Forgive our rudeness, my friend, but Rishaka's our daughter. Krisha, let us speak more of this later. Rakesh is a life mate, my friend. He's also highly respected by the Council of Judgment and Raja, the King of Tarna, and Rakesh's brother. Raja is the current ruler of Tarna. He's somewhat hot-headed and is loud in his demand that the Council of Judgment declare war. That is very like him. Raja always treated life as a battle to be fought rather than an adventure to be experienced. The Council of Judgment make the laws of Tarna. I'm a member of the Council. The Council will decide whether or not Tarna will go to war. Okay. The vases contain pixie dust, gold dust, and dust in the wind. Now, how did she get that wind in there? You're in Krisha's magic workroom. Here she studies, concocts magical formulas, and performs rituals to perfect her art and to help the people of Tarna. The pentagrams are often used for spells and summoning and protection. From the permanent nature of this one, you suspect that Krisha specializes in these types of magic. Okay, we're up in the speed. Speed doesn't do anything except for make us move faster. I have reserved a room in your name at the nearby inn. I can see you are eager to explore our city. Farewell, Princess Shapir. Farewell, my friend. In 2 days, I'll stand before the Council of Judgment and speak of peace. I would like you to be there as well. Then we can journey together to the Symbani village. In the meantime, explore and enjoy Tarna. If you have any questions, you will find us here. Enter freely. You will be welcome at any time. Well, almost any time. After all, Rakesh and I need some time to speak with one another again after such a long parting. Good day. They're gonna get it on. Just saying. Alright, we're going. There's some buildings here, but we want to go into the marketplace. You're in the bazaar area of Tarna. Judging from the tents to the north beyond the pillars and to the south beyond the tents, you can see more bazaar. To the east, you can see the river flowing past the city. To the west, you can see the stairway leading to the rest of the city. Good-looking young man, an older gentleman with a contentious look and a twinkle in his eye. Hello, young man. You look like you could use some of our mostly new items. Huh, these guys look familiar. Pop, those items aren't new, you know that. I didn't say they were new, dummy. I said they were mostly new. In the world of sales, you gotta learn to accentuate the positive. In other words, lie. I didn't say that. You wanna blow the sale? Just you listen and keep your mouth shut. We got some Sanford and Son going on here. As I was saying, we have the finest selection of mostly new items in the land of Tarna. What can I sell you? You there, you gonna buy something? Or am I gonna have to charge you for sightseeing? Merchandise. Just look around. Have you ever seen such quality used items gathered anywhere? Even every one is guaranteed anachronism. Anachronism. Give me the scratch. I can't do the scratch voice. That's not. No, that's not cool, Sai. I'm not gonna do it. Pop, don't you mean antique? I know what you mean. You keep out of this. As I was saying, they're all real antiques that you won't be able to buy anywhere else, so you get them here. If you're looking for the bazaar, you've come to the right place. If you have money, then you're talking to the right man. I know I got something you need somewhere. There's some folks around here say that Tarna's going to war is going to put us all out of business. Not me. Like to buy a World War I gas mask? Not many left in stock. My associate and myself are quality dealers in used items and of unbelievable value. We sell junk. I'm called Anforda, and this dummy here is my son. You'll find there's so many things that break the fourth wall. I'm not gonna. All right, we're gonna say first. How bizarre. How bizarre. This is like WoW before WoW. Exactly. Exactly. Sigh. You enter the north end of the bazaar and witness a dispute. What are you doing? That's not right. Stop him! Thief! Thief! Throw in daggers, baby. The matter is under control. This man is to be taken before the Hall of Judgment. All wrongs will be righted. You, stranger, shall accompany us to the Hall of Judgment as well. Just sneeze again. You're led by the guard to the Hall of Judgment to attend the judgment of the thief. The Council of Judgment has determined that you, Harami, have broken the laws of Tarna by taking things belonging to others. You have shown yourself to be without honor. Do you have anything you wish to say before you're named honorless? Hey, big deal. Then by the judgment of the Council and the laws of Tarna, you, Harami, are now formally named honorless. So, you have acted, so you shall be. The honorless one must leave the hall. The Council of Judgment now summons the Prince of Shapir. Hi, guys. The Prince of Shapir did willfully throw a dagger at the back of the honorless one. It is against the laws of Tarna to harm another. The honorless one is no longer a person, therefore the human harmed no one. Acknowledged. The Council of Judgment therefore commends the Prince of Shapir for aiding in the capture of the honorless one. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in his chambers immediately. You may enter into the presence of Raja Satarna. Look at this. Look at this, okay? This has bothered me forever. Just a second. Raja Satarna, I stand before you. Rakesh Satarna, you stand before me in honor. This is my friend, the Prince of Shapir. Oops. There he is with his little sexy lion ladies. Look at the one on the right. This has bothered me to no end. I don't understand the anatomy of that creature. They don't have any legs? Where'd they go? Does he just have blob ladies as his concubines? Great! You tell the king that you are honored to be in his presence. Prince of Shapir, you stand before me in honor. Rakesh, you brought along this Prince of Shapir to help you bring peace. How can a human be of such service to a Liontar? You, puny human, how will you aid Rakesh? Rakesh has called you a spy. Do you think you can sneak around and watch the leopard men without being discovered? Answer the Raja. You answer Raja's question. Rakesh, your companion, is not much of a speaker, is he? So this Prince of Shapir has come to bring peace and harmony to Tarna. You've grown too old, Rakesh. If you must descend upon a human for help, your age has made you cowardly and taken away your honor. Who's giving you permission to question Rakesh, human? I'm the ruler here. Rakesh! You, of anyone, should be demanding war instead of talking about peace. Rishaka is lost. Your own daughter has been killed by the leopard men. Do you want revenge? Do you not want revenge? The truth of what has happened to Rishaka has not been determined. When I know for certain about Rishaka, I will deal with the matter myself. I do not need all of Tarna to suffer the horrors of war for my daughter. Revenge for the sake of revenge is pointless. Mindless revenge is pure stupidity. Rakesh, you... human! Do you have anything important to add to this conversation? Talk about Rakesh. You speak of how Rakesh helped you in Shapir. The humans speak highly of you, Rakesh, but he does not speak well. Human, you may leave our presence now. I wish to speak further to Rakesh. Say goodbye. What was with 90s PC games and lion people? What you mean, Sai? What are the lion people? Let's look at this. You see a huge stone statue of a man with a lion head. Oh, okay. Yes. Wing Commander, absolutely. Hey, lion people are awesome. Don't talking trash about no lion people. They're great. Alright, so first things we gotta do. I'm not buying anything right now, dudes. I don't have any money. See that you're in need of a new weapon. I have one just right for you. Here's the finest of daggers. It too is made of Damascus steel. It too is sharper than a serpent's tooth. It is small enough to be concealed up your sleeve to be ready when your foe least expects it. I have without a doubt the best weapons for sale in all of Tarna. If you'll be needing a weapon, I'm the man you should seek. Come take a look and buy what you like. Not today, buddy. Excuse me. Narak Saeed, Effendi. Good day. I'm the money changer Dahab Khalis. Do you wish to exchange some foreign coin for the money of Tarna? You can greet. Yeah. Yes. Exchange to royals. Katir Karak. Mamnun Effendi. Many thanks. May you have a good day as well. So you can talk to him. Money! The gold coin of Tarna is called a royal. The brass coin is called a common. There are coins. These are the coins of the realm. We don't need to know about royals and commons. Rumors! Rumors. They say that there is a tremendous inflation in Silmaria, and that the exchange rate has bottomed out for the Mordavian coinage. 2 places we haven't been to yet, since no one can travel in or out of the country now. Oh, you mean local rumors. Sorry, I've not heard any today. I'm most well, Effendi, thank you. I was once the money changer for Seer, but when Adavis took over, I moved with my family to Tarna. We're most happy here. Cool. This does not have an EGA version. It's just VGA at that point. Fruit, fruit, the finest of fruit. Does your mouth not crave the sweet juices of a passion fruit, Effendi? Hajambo Buana. Great. Missouri Buana. I have many animal hides and leather items for sale, as you can see. The price I charge will depend on the item. I do not gossip. I make things from leather. Fruit! What fruit do you desire? All that you could ever wish. I have pineapples, papayas, passion fruit, coconuts and limes, bananas, dates, and oranges. Purchase and eat to your heart's delight. The price of the fruit is a mere pittance compared to the pleasure the fruit gives. You may have 6 of the fruits of your choice for 50 commons. Rumors. There has been talk that Tarna's going to war with the Simbani. Very bad for business war. I'm Samra bin Bala, the seller of succulent sensations for the mouth. Now we got money. This guy here. Oil, Sahib. Oil of all types and uses. Make your hair stay out of your eyes with oil. Make the thief sign. You put your thumb upon your nose with your hand held perpendicular to your face and fingers outspread. Then you wiggle your fingers while crossing your eyes and patting your belly. Just as you were taught in the famous Adventures Correspondence School for Thieves. You should not make fun of your betters, Effendi. I have fine virgin oil, olive oil for any use you might have. The bazaar is a good place to talk with merchants and buy oil. I've heard that the King of Tarna wants to go to war in order to drive all the humans away from the city forever. I'm Zaituni Bindun. May I sell you oil? Yeah, we're gonna buy some oil. It's 100 commons. We're buying 1. We're bargaining. I'm offering 80 commons. If I accept your offer, I lose money. Okay. 90. Okay, 96. 99. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. This dude sells honey. Oops. Wait, the thief sign. Does this mean you don't like honey where you come from? This honey is taken from the hives of wild bees. My men travel all around the savannah watching for the honeybird to guide them to a hive. They stun the bees with smoke and take the honey. I strain it and bottle it and sell the work of 5 men for only 80 commons. The honeybird loves honey. He tries to get people in the savannah to follow him to a hive. There he will wait for the person to rob the hive and leave the honeybird a gift of honey. When the person is gone, the honeybird flies down and eats the sticky golden honey. A most useful and cunning little bird is the honeybird. The wild bees nest near the tops of trees. They're very dangerous, for they will easily sting a man to death. It's actually important. There's much talk that the leopard men are killing the Sabani people. Why can't people learn to live in peace like bees in a hive? I'm gonna buy some honey. Bargain. Come on. 79. Okay. Fine. 80. Oh, now we need to buy from these dudes. Hi guys. Make the thief sign. The 2 men turn and look at each other for a second. Then the older man twirls his finger by his head and they look back at you. Gotta make the thief sign. Gotta figure it out. Okay. Tinderbox. I think I have one. Blackbird. We're buying one. We're buying it. You pay for it and put it away in your pack. The Blackbird is a thing they introduced in the second Quest for Glory and has been seen throughout all of them. The Blackbird brings back memories of your wonderful vacation in Rasir. Wasn't there one in Spielberg too? Too bad this is just a cheap plaster imitation. Do I have a tinderbox? I do not, so I need to buy one. Tinderbox. Who's the dummy around here, dummy? Anyway, I'll accept 200 comments for it. Okay, how about 199? Yeah, the tinderbox, blah, blah, blah. I say we offer this amount. Okay, fine. It's a deal. What do you mean it's okay? You want to lose all our money, dummy? I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming soon. Only our son is trying to give away all of the things we worked for. This is it. It's the big one. I'll buy it. Fresh fish Effendi just out of the river and still writhing in their death throes. That's always very... You feeling okay, Effendi? Maybe you should get out of the sun. I know, right? With the likeness? Beads, beads, very fine beads. Give the thief sign. Her response is not entirely surprising. Very good beads. Very good beads. Well, let's talk about beads. Don't need that yet. This guy, though. Greetings of a glorious day. Buy a rope, Effendi. All who adventure can sometimes use a rope. Give the thief sign. Oh, one of the brethren, huh? I am not, but when I was younger, I knew many in your profession. I was a tightrope acrobat in my youth, and many with your skills would come to have me teach them acrobatics. But Tarna's no place for the brethren. There's no guild here. No one place to sell items. Yeah, the thieves aren't as exciting as all the other classes in this one. But he's showing off his goods right now. Oh my. Whee! That's beautiful. That double backflip on a rope. I want to learn acrobatics. Acrobatics are simple, really. You need to train your body to move correctly. Once you have mastered that, you can jump and do tricks to amuse yourself and others. More than that, someday you may need to quickly avoid something, and your body will know how to react. If you're interested, I'll be happy to teach you for 50 royals. It is a skill worth knowing. Yeah, we're going to do that. How much money do I have? I'm good. I have no need for... Oh, I'll buy a rope too. Train. You pay Rashid 50 royals. Rashid then shows you some flips and gives you some tips about maintaining your balance. You practice with him some, and you now have a better feeling of balance. You're a most skilled pupil. With the sufficient practice, you will be a skilled acrobat. You need to practice frequently to master these skills, though. Greetings, Effendi. May I interest you in my carvings of wood? Great. It's a pleasure to speak with you always. Make a thief sign. Pardon me, sir, but I do not understand the customs of humans completely. Is that some form of human dance? I'm going to give you the pin. Oh, hold on. I gotta get your name first. I'm Shala, a courtier from the land of Shapir. Sapphire pin. You wear the gift of the Kata, friend. The magic of the sapphire pin will always reveal that you are the Kata's hero, and always hide from the sights of an enemy. I have a note for him. That's what it was. Thank you for your kindness in bringing me this note from my Aunt Shima. It is so wonderful to have news of home. It is sad to be so far from Shapir and those for which I care. Tao by Shapir. It is such a pleasure to hear news of my homeland. I cannot express my happiness from your story. Carving. Decided by the carved leopard. It'll give me great pleasure to give you this leopard as a gift, my friend. I hope you'll accept it as a token of our friendship. Rumors. There is much talk of war around here. I do not understand. Why go to war and kill one another when you can live in peace and harmony? Good day, master. How may this worthless son of a dog serve you? Perhaps you would like some meat. May I sell you some meat, please? Great. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, master, hello. Doggy boy. Excuse me, master, but do you have fleas? Meat. You want to know about my meat? You actually want to know about my meat. How wonderful, how glorious, you're asking me, miserable mongrel of a meat merchant, me about my meat. Yes, this is the meat for you. It's the flesh for a pharaoh, meat made for monarchs, the sustenance of sultans. We have rump roast of rhino, withers of wildebeest, and aged ankle of antelope. There's the stew of the new and the zebu, too. There's fillet of frog and foot of warthog, the tongue of a tapir, done in by a rapier. I've the brain of a baboon, the lungs of a loon, the heart of a hippopotamus, and the pancreas of a platypus. Choose from cold cuts of camel, sliced slivers of sloth, by choice chops of cheetah, or bushbacks and broth. Care for elephant fritters or porcupine pie, an ounce of fresh ostrich or bandicoot thigh. They're all to be eaten if only you'll buy, but if you won't buy them, I swear that I'll cry. More about meat. On second thought, you'd rather not know. I love this guy. This is my favorite dude. Bazaar. You wish to ask me, the dog of Tarna, about the bazaar? I am in no honored and overjoyed. I am overwhelmed and underpaid. I am piddling at your feet with pride. You ask me about the bazaar? This is the bazaar. You want me to share information with you, to inform you with the facts, to gather your gossip? I am thoroughly thrilled and totally tongue-tied with dogged determination and a nose for news. I will sniff out secrets just for you. You wish to know about me? Not fit to lie at your feet and chew your slippers, me. Oh, master, you do me too much honor. Call me Kalb. You know, here, Kalb, sort of thing. Call me anytime, anywhere, and if I'm not selling meat at my stand or taking care of the puppies while my mate rests or eating or sleeping, I'll come running to your side. Buy meat. Bargain. 1. Oh, goody, goody, goody. If the price master offers a price, I will accept it. I am the most lucky Kalb in the world. Oh, most magnanimous, magnificent, munificent, beneficent, benevolent, malevolent, non-violent, ultraviolet, ultra-liberal, lover of small furry animals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. May your meat never molder or crawl with disgusting, creepy maggots. You won't regret this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's my favorite. Amulets. Protect yourself from all misfortune. Amulets. Great. Good day, Bwana. Can I interest in an amulet? Bwana, amulets are magical and can do many things. I have amulets of protection and prevention. I have amulets of attraction. All amulets are guaranteed to work when used correctly. I sell these magical items for a mere 30 royals. I've heard it said that the meat merchant drools upon his food. I'm gonna give this dude some money. It's the nice thing to do. Drummer smiles at you, give him 10 commons. And then watch this, ready? Watch this. We're gonna be sneaky. Autosave. Let's see. Thievin. AC Myers! Oh man, welcome, good sir. How are you today, E.C. Myers? Hopefully you're doing spectacular. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm playing Quest for Glory 3. We just finished yesterday. We played Inside and beat it. We finished the story mode of Sea of Thieves. We're going to take a little break before we reach Pirate Legend in that game, which is going to be one of the goals. And so I wanted to continue Quest for Glory. So this year I've been playing them slowly through time. I've beaten, of course, all the games except for the 5th and final one, because it's a little rough, but it gives closure, and I want that closure now. I want to import my character through all the games, which you can do, and beat it the whole series this year. So that was one of my goals, and I thought this was a good way to break up kind of the hardcore nature of what I've been doing with Sea of Thieves, because it's been a very high intensity kind of game, and this is very much more chill and relax. Have you played any of the Quest for Glory games, E.C. Myers? Are you a big Sierra adventure game fan? Like Ren? Ren I know is big into the adventure games, and I'm happy, so happy that he decided to play Quest for Glory. I've been trying to get him to play this for a long time. And yes, I just swapped a common for a royal from the drummer. Yeah, I know you got fish, dude. Not interested. I pretty much got everything I need from here. Not played any of these. I only played some Stereo when I was a kid. Oh, nice. Well, these are an amazing one because they're a crazy mixture of RPG and adventure game, right? They're an adventure game, but with RPG mechanics. Oh, hi. You must be the Princess Shapira people are talking about. Wow. Never met a real prince before. Welcome to my apothecary, prince. The NES homebrew of Leisure Suit Larry would be amazing. It would be a great experience. I gotta do that as well. Say hello. Oh, hey. Good to see you, man. I'm gonna sit with you, okay? We are gonna get high as a kite. Is what we're gonna do. Get high. You ready for this? You see a water pipe of truly prodigious proportions. Ready? Oh, I gotta use the Tiflin and tinderbox. Where's my tinderbox? There it is. You light the pipe with your tinderbox. You suddenly feel a little strange and very dizzy. Wow! Ready? That's my air guitar. Oh, wow! You spend the next couple of years sleeping in alleyways and eating out of garbage cans. Then you die a burned out drug addict. All toked up. Yep, that's what happens. Welcome to Quest for Glory. Wow, his right lip. My name's Salim Naz. It means healthy soul in Arabic. In numerology, I'm 8. I'm also a Libra. You know, numerology is like the science of numbers. Like the letters of my name add up to 8, which is a variable rounded number. Very auspicious. Libra, you know, like, is the scale. That means, like, I'm a well-balanced individual, you know, sign. Oh, let me give him, I have a sign, but I don't know. This is the place to purchase pills and potions. Like, I call it Salim's Holistic Health and Happiness Eclectic Energy Emporium, but you can call it an apothecary. I carry crystals, promote peace and pyramid power. How may I help you, sir? I'm happy to sell you whatever you need to contribute to your physical and psychic well-being. I see by your aura that you're a hero, so I'll sell you things heroes need. Your aura, the psychic rainbow of your soul, radiates around you. Your aura is particularly auspicious, you know. One pill makes you better, one pill makes you well, and the ones that give you mana are the ones I sell. Just ask Salim, I'm sure you'll find him swell. Mana, mana, mana. Everyone's always looking for mana. Where's that money? Anyway, these are the pills to refill your magical till. I use them still. If you want to be well, my healing pills are made of homeopathic herbs. Unfortunately, I'm all out of feathers to make more. Feathers. To make the healing pills, I need the feather of a honeybird. Like, the happier the honeybird, the more effective the pill. It's feathers from like an X-avian, then the pill's a dud. You need to get that feather non-violently. So I gotta talk about honeybirds previously. Honeybird's, well, like, kind of a bird, you know? It's wings and it's got like this thing about honey. It'd be really cosmic if you bring me a feather. Take your care, you keep your karma clean. It takes a happy feather to make a happy pill, so please don't bruise the bird or the feather will fail. When you're vexed by bad vibes from them, you need to reorient your chakras and balance your body. Like, my pills are totally pure, all natural ingredients with good karma cookies and crazy good loving. Like, take them before or after you get hurt. They make you feel good. EC Myers, by the way, what you been playing? I know you've been streaming a bunch of stuff lately. You played some NES stuff recently. What were you playing? Let's see. Plants. Plants are like people. They love to share their hopes, their dreams, their finest feelings with you. Have you hugged a tree today? I hugged a tree yesterday. Boogie with the baobab, Poker with the palm, Mamu with the mango, and Fandango with the fronds. I have these really neat dreams about dancing with a tree. I dream I'm in like this desert place with like golden sand and stuff. I'm dancing with this tree, you know, and it like changes. Some of this tree's like a woman, and like she's beautiful. It's really magical. You need to get in touch with your feelings, man. You gotta find your center and attune your aura to the cosmos. You did Robo Warrior, nice. Eternal Darkness, oh, dude, that's on my list. Eternal Darkness is high on my list because I need to play it. I know all about it, but like, it's a must. Like, GameCube has legit some of the best games of that era, and like, you know, exclusives. You got like your Chibi Robos, your Eternal Darknesses, of course your Mario Sunshine, which I love. Don't judge me. Love Mario Sunshine. And a bunch of other really cool stuff. I love, and one of my favorite GameCube games is Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Battle. It's a turn-based grid combat system that uses cards. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to tell them about Julinar, which is the tree I saved in the second game. You tell about how you helped the enchanted tree woman Julinar regain some hope while you were in Shapir. How extraordinary. The girl in my dreams is real. I'm so thrilled to hear it. I'll leave for Shapir in the next caravan here. Dude, he's stoked. He's stoked now. No, I don't need anything right now. Oh, Dispel Potion. Hold on. Actually, no thanks. Let's talk about that. We didn't talk about potions. I'm really a lot more into pills and potions. Tarna doesn't have a recycling center for potion bottles. I'm afraid they're a little behind in the times, you know. But hey, I think I do have a recipe for one potion right somewhere. Did your horoscope say anything about me needing a potion to spell magic anytime soon? Sit back down. Wow, I've never sold one of those. I'll need to look it up in my book. Hey, check this out in the pharmacopoeia. Wow, man. I've already got most of this stuff. There's the bee's knees and the ibis's eyelashes and a clear amethyst crystal. Out of sight. So like, all I need now is some water from the pool of peace, a gift from the heart of the world, and the fruit of a venomous vine. That shouldn't be too much of a problem for a hero like you should have. Maybe we get the missing ingredients. I'll like make you up a spell potion. Eternal Darkness is great. My wife wanted me to play it, so we've been streaming together. What sort of crazy stuff has happened to you in Eternal Darkness so far? Because I know it messes with your head, with your mind, with really kind of just screwing you over with things. I'm curious to know, like, what's some of the crazy stuff that's happened to you? You guys say goodbye. Live long and prosper. Of course he's a Trekkie. This is the inn. The coziest place in this game. The music, super cozy. Habari Bwana Narak Saeed Effendi. Welcome to the Welcome Inn, son of a sultan. I am known as the Welcome Woman. Krisha, the Mother of Magic, has a room for you here. It is the first door on the right after you go up the stairs. I hope it will serve you well. I must return to work now, but if you would like a meal, just take a seat at one of the tables. Okay, this is true. I should not be spoiled for any of its tricks because I do want to play it. It's probably going to be next year, but I have a quote-unquote short list of stuff I want to get to next year, which I'm going to be going like when January hits. I know, I'm looking like way down the line. But when January hits, the first stream I do of 2021, if we still have a 2021, who knows? But when we get to 2021 in January, I'm going to have my first stream is going to be making a list with people, with chat and stuff like that, and friends recommending me things, setting up the boundaries of like what kind of games I'm into and what I'm not so much into, and getting some recommendations and starting to form a list of what I should be playing and going through that list. Because right now I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and while it's great sometimes, I lose sight of some of the games that I really want to get into that I don't. And so I'm going to also kind of make that as a timeline. It'll be really interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'm in Tarna's finest eating establishment. Of course, it's the only eating establishment in Tarna. Also has rooms for rent upstairs. Welcome to the Welcome Inn. If you have need of magic, I shall be honored to serve you, Krisha. There's a clown. Punch him. No, Sai. No! Don't punch the clowns. Clowns are awesome. Thou shalt harm none. Thou shalt not use magic upon the streets of Tarna. Thou shalt not take that which is not thine. Thou shalt behave with honor. Potion, pills, and positivity. Visit the apothecary for all your health needs. Good vibrations and potations for everyone. You need it? We got it. See us in the bazaar, the newly used emporium of irregular antiques and interesting items. It's a silly clown from Trial by Fire. That's true. In the Quest for Glory 2, there was an option in the the question mark portion of the menu on the top bar. It was silly clowns, and you could turn them on or off, and that meant that you would have a chance for little Easter eggs that would pop up. Like you would have when you're walking through the desert, you would see a dead body, but it was a red shirt from Star Trek, and then they would disappear into nothingness, and those sorts of things. And those were silly clowns, and you would also see them like walking through the streets as characters and such. It was really cool. And so this is a silly clown from Trial by Fire. Hello, Hair of Sunshine. What can I do for you? You say hello. Marhaba, Effendi. You're most welcome here. He was polite. Tell about Shapir. You are indeed quite a hero, seeker of peace. Flirt! You will melt my heart with such talk. You of the talented tongue, are you as skilled in deeds as in words? Oh my goodness. This inn is always open to serve you. There is a room awaiting you upstairs. The user of great magic, Krisha, has reserved a room for you upstairs. Your room is the first in the right and has safe storage inside. Of all the Liontars in Tarna, Krisha, may her magic always be mighty, is the only one who lives in the human section of Tarna. She is respected by all and a member of the Council of Judgment. The Council of Judgment and Raja, may he reign forever, rule Tarna. The humans of Tarna live in the western section. The Liontars live over in the eastern section. The expense of the room will be covered by she who has magic, Krisha. In the room, you'll find a chest that only you can open. You can use it to store extra items. Restaurant. Like all good inns, this is a very good restaurant. We serve meals from dawn until midnight. Many who live in this city come dine with us. Services. You have only to be seated upon a pillow, and I will enter to serve you as best as I may. Residents. Most humans who live in Tarna will not be able to speak your language, unless they are merchants. However, Khatib Mukarram, the survivor of the peace missions, comes here sometimes and used to speak your language well. Khatib Mukarram was once a brilliant speaker and diplomat for Tarna. Since he returned from the peace mission, he has been very ill and seldom speaks. Merchants. There are many merchants in the Bazaar of Tarna. Mission. Before you arrived here, the rulers of Tarna sent out some diplomats to meet with the leopard men in the jungle. Only Karib returned, which is why he's called a survivor. And I'm going to name. My name is Jana Jamil, which means beautiful paradise in Arabic. I'll order a meal. This music is so chill. I love this place. I will bring your meal out. For some reason, this scene right here of this inn is like big for me, right? So like just the way that it's composed with these chandeliers with candles and the open air feel to it with these like steps that lead up, stone steps that lead up, the seating arrangement, all of it just seems really chill for me. I don't know why. But it is for me, like when I talk about cozy, something that feels like home, this is the place. Hi, people. Ma Fimtish. This place here is very much the embodiment of like what I feel is like super cozy, and is one of my like favorite places when I talk about like wanting to feel relaxed in a video game. This place here very much strikes that for me. So yeah, you can technically practice your pickaxe here. I think this is the only place where you can practice your pickaxe. No, you can't. You just put it in the chest. And you can sleep, and also the sun and stuff like that will be tracked there. But now is not the time for such things. It's time for adventure. So we've explored the majority of the city, right? So here this leads into like the palace area, and this, you go up here into this place. You enter in a huge hall dominated by what must be a statue of Sekhmet. The air is smoky and filled with the odor of strange spices. You feel as if someone or something is watching you. The major feature of this temple room is the giant stone statue of a Liontar. It's positively awesome, and I'm not lying. Look at that saunter. How dare a human defile the sanctity of the temple of Sekhmet? Begone! Leave this temple before the goddess Sekhmet herself smites you in this blasphemy. The statue starts to move. In my temple you will speak only my words, not your own, beloved. Human, doer, changer of worlds, releaser of darkness, thou hast not yet been judged, and a future cannot yet be weighed. Yet thou hast already created a future for weal or woe. Should it be woe, then the towers of Tarna will fall, and the blood of my Lantor people will flood the savannah. For the darkness before us rises from the darkness behind you, and you must confront that darkness. Yet more I cannot see until you are judged. Leave us now and return with the gem of the Guardian. You shall then be weighed and judged, and a future can be seen. When you have been judged, we will reveal a future for you to make or unmake. Hi guys. This guard does not look much like a pussycat. Hey dude, Tarna's the finest kingdom in the world. What's up, dude? Tarna's both the name of the city and of our kingdom. We are under the rule of Raja Satarna. I love how they give two different images for those guards. They have nothing to say. So the game world in general is an overworld map that you explore, versus what is typical of most of the Quest for Glory games. He's got an eye patch. I know, right? He's cool. You got an overworld map to explore, right? So look here. Oh, gotta fight. I'm gonna save just in case. We should be fine. Test your might. Okay. Combat is just like what we saw in Quest for Glory 1, and pretty much all of them, really. You just mash the attack button. You can, there absolutely is. You can avoid a lot of the damage by dodging at the right times and stuff like that, but it's a little finicky. Got 3 royals. It's a little finicky. The sun is setting. Let's go back and call it a day for right now. There actually is, like when you play as like the other classes, typically what they expect for people like the thieves and stuff like that is to avoid combat as much as possible. It's like it's nighttime, everything's closed, everybody's gone. But they expect that the thief to not really participate in combat as much, or to use throwing daggers ahead of time to whittle them down, magic users to use their magic, and of course the fighters to just bash things, right? There's not as and you can use your dodges effectively to do so, but it's not, the combat system is lacking. I mean, it's the weakest thing in the game. It's not that important in reality. Quest for Glory 4 has a more kind of an arcadey combat system. It kind of feels a little more like a fighting game, but you can honestly set it to auto and never have to do it. Never have to deal with it at all. Hey, lizard dude, how's it going, buddy? J-Rod, we questing out here. How's it going, man? It's been a while. How are you doing? J-Rod, what you been up to? How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in forever. What is up? What you been playing? I'm gonna find some ant people. Look at the giant ants. These are the weakest character in the game. But they're gonna kill me, of course. They really are. Woo, super duper. Working myself half to death out here. Dude, I feel ya. I mean, I'm still a stay-at-home dad, but it's still, I'm working my butt off. It's been a massive trial here with all the stuff going on in the world and such. I've been working super hard. The rocks here form a small alcove where some very interesting looking plants are growing. On the far side you see some animals watching over the plants. They look like meerkats with wings. They must be meerbats. Vines whirl around and trap your legs, and you burn as the sharp spines inject poison. This is agony. Whoops. And now we're gonna die. You ready? I'm poisoned, but I have poison pills. You usually want to take some water with it too. Oh, this is not full. Oh. I still haven't opened those Cheetos, it's true. Still haven't opened those Cheetos. Yep, I saved one of the meerbats. Whipping out your favorite explorer's guidebook, you identify the creatures of meerbat. Yep. And now we leave. And then we come back again. As you approach these rocks, you notice a small meerbat watching you. See a ring of stones here in the center of the circles, a glowing stone, and some fruit from the venomous vine. Pick up the rock, which seems to be a glowing opal. You also get the fruit. Put them carefully away in your pack. Fire opal. Interesting. Yeah, those Cheetos are going to stay unopened for time immemorial. I mean, they expired like 30 years ago. We ain't opening those Cheetos. Alright, we're going to save. Because we almost died. Poison fruit. Get. I mean, if you want to eat, you know, Cheetos from the 1990s, early 1990s, by all means, go for it. Let's see what our health's looking like right now. Oof. You don't want to be late for your meeting tomorrow. You head for your rooms to get well rested. That's it for today. We're heading over to the Simbani tribe. But we got a big thing there. That was a big portion of this. So a lot of people tend to think that Quest for Glory 3 is probably the weakest of the entries, and they're not entirely wrong. There's not a lot of differentiation of things that the classes do for it. Although there is when you have the Paladin character, the 4th secret class. But what it's not as interesting. We'll talk about it in a second. 2 months ago, the Simbani requested that we aid them in their war against the Leopard Men. It was the decision of this council to send emissaries to the Leopard Men to determine their grievances. The peace mission was ambushed at night by creatures or beings unknown. Evidence in the account of the sole survivor of the ambush, Khatib Mukarram, indicates the Leopard Men. A warrior of Tarna, Rishaka Darkrisha, was discovered missing from the bodies of the emissaries. Signs and scent indicate some sort of struggle, and then all trace of Rishaka was lost. Rishaka Darkrisha is presumed to be dead or else a prisoner of the Leopard Men. It is our duty to seek revenge upon the Leopard Men for those who are lost. The Lion Hearts had no business involving themselves in the deeds of humans. The peace mission should never have occurred. It is the duty of all those in Tarna to care for her people, and the humans are as much the people of Tarna as the Liontars. The warriors of Tarna desire revenge and the right to gain honor through battle. There's no honor in war, warrior of Tarna. There's only death. My magic indicates that there are signs of demonic activity. If demons are involved, it is they who are the enemy, not the Leopard Men. Council of Judgment, I, Rakesh Satarna, stand before you. I swear by my honor to prevent the war and to bring peace to all Tarna. Rakesh Satarna has sworn by his honor to bring peace to Tarna. If he fails, he shall be deemed honorless and shall be banished from Tarna forever. Do you, Prince of Shapir, also swear by your honor to bring peace? Swear an oath? Sure. The council will respect the honor of Rakesh Satarna and allow him time to fulfill his oath. King Raja orders Rakesh and the Prince of Shapir to meet with him in the chambers immediately. Raja Satarna, I stand before you. Rakesh Satarna, you stand before me in honor. Great. You stand before me in honor, human. Rakesh, are you so besotted by humans that you pledge your honor for them? What in the name of Sekhmet do you think you're doing? I've always pledged my honor to save lives, my lord. You, human, do you understand what it means to pledge honor? Talk about honor. When I want to lecture about honor from you, I'll ask it. You did ask him! When I want your comments, Rakesh, I shall ask for them. Rakesh, you and I have disagreed on many things, and I have always cared for you as my brother. I care greatly for you, Raja, and respect you as well. However, if I feel that Tarna must go to war, it shall go to war. Even if I must strip you of all honor, Rakesh, Tarna will go to war. I only request that you wait until my friend here and I have done all we can to prevent this war. I will wait, but do not take too long. If the Sambani march against the Leopard Men, I intend that Tarna shall aid them. You, human, do you have anything else further to say? Hey, ladies. Do not dare to speak to my servants without my permission. Sorry. Rakesh, I cannot understand why you risk your honor and your life for humans. You could stay here in Tarna as my advisor or lead my armies as a commander. To risk everything for peace is beyond my understanding. This is an old argument between us, Raja, mother, son. Must we fight in front of my friend? Human, leave us now. Okay, well, say goodbye. I'll meet you just outside the gates of Tarna, then we will go to the Sambani village together. Yeah, the bed looked like a fireplace. You now leave to meet Rakesh outside, again outside the city gates. Have you played any games recently, Jirel? What you been playing? It feels very good to be back in my homeland, my friend. This is the savannah, the high grasslands that teem with animals. There are a few animals which will bother a traveler here. The zebras and other herd animals will avoid you. Even the tigers will seek other prey. However, there are things that are not quite animals. They have little fear of humans and may attack. The field guide to Eastern Fracana will help you, so study it well. That's the manual. I will be using my skills as a paladin to avoid danger. As a paladin becomes more in tune with the essential rightness of the universe, he gains certain new abilities, such as healing. The more good one does, the more good things one can do. I've been a paladin for a long time now, ever since the demons last invaded this land. We must prevent this war between people and drive any demons back to the world from which they came. Yeah, I got this, dude. War. Danger. Ah! It's good for you to get away from Tarna, my friend. Tarna's not a place for one of your skills. Is that Aslan? Oh, man. If we had some Aslan up in here, we wouldn't be having any worries. No, he's a lion tar. Half lion, half horse. They have the head of a lion, the body of a lion, the torso of a man. It's getting dark. This looks like a good place to camp for the night. It is always best to have a campfire at night. It drives off many things. If you don't yet own a tinderbox, I would advise you to purchase one when you return to Tarna. Already got it covered, dude. Rakesh starts a fire, and you share some food he brought with him. Then you both lie down to sleep. I'm sleeping with Aslan. We just went through the wardrobe, man. Eating some Turkish delights. You know, selling out my brothers and sisters over some candy. That's what I'm talking about. Turkish delights of all the things. Has anyone eaten Turkish delights? It's disgusting. Good morning, my friend. Let's continue our journey to the Sambani village. There are far too many temptations there for you, I'm afraid. Why? What are you saying about me, dude? That's not cool. Still, you have shown yourself to be a force for great good. I honor you for that and count you my friend. I do not know how your skills will aid us in our mission of peace, but I trust you will think of something. It's got the what? They got the canyon of the crescent moon right here. We're going for the Holy Grail. One with your skills must be very clever as well as physically fit in order to survive, but please try not to dishonor us amongst friends. It would be difficult for me to justify your actions to the Simbani if you decide to borrow something from them, particularly since we'll be their guests. I'm a thief. Habare Mzi Goje. Missouri Lion Man, Rakeesh, it is good to see you. It's good to see you too, Ngoje. I have here a friend and brave warrior from afar to see the wonders of your village. Habare Buana. Great. Missouri Buana. This be the place where our tribe makes a home during the dry season. Behold the village of the Simbani. From the pen where the injured cattle stay, the huts where we sleep, and the place where we work and play, enter and be welcome. We're most honored, Mzi Ngoje, to enter your village. Kwaheri. Kwaheri Simba Rakeesh. Kwaheri Buana. We're gonna do lots of weird words like that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wing it. There's Uhura! And Simba, the baby. Hatujambo, Uhura. Hajambo, Simba. You both look healthy and happy to be home again. It's very good to be home. I'd be happy to show you both the way to the Simbani. We are honored. Come then, we'll meet with the leader of the Simbani, the Liban. Habara Liban Makubwa. Uzuri, warrior Uhura. Liban I Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, be standing before you with 2 warriors from far lands. Habara warriors. Missouri-sana Liban Makubwa. It is good to see you again, great leader of the Simbani people. It is good to see you, warrior Rakeesh. Greet. You greet the Liban. That was a... Because my speed, when you up the speed, only your character speed goes up, and the rest of the world goes normal. So you're like, it's on crack. I've come here to bring peace to your people and the Leopard Men. I have sworn this by my honor. Missouri warrior Rakeesh, bring the Leopard Men chief to his knees before me, and you shall have this peace you pledge. What has caused this great anger for the Leopard Men, Liban? The Leopard Men have always been our enemies. They be sneaky and not to be trusted, for they only travel at night. The worst of all is the magic that they use. The Leopard Men is the enemy. If the Simbani are seeking a lost calf in the jungle at night, then the Leopard Men uses magic against him. A Simbani cannot fight magic, so he must retreat. The Leopard Men will not meet the Simbani in a fair fight. The Leopard Men will always be our enemies, and now they have us call for war. They stole from us the Spear of Death, and for that they shall die. Then they will no longer be our enemy. There are ways to resolve the conflict between the Simbani and the Leopard Men other than through raging war. I would like to see you, Liban of the Simbani, and the chief of the Leopard Men speak your grievances before the Hall of Judgment in Tarna. Perhaps there can yet be a peaceful resolution of conflict. No, Rakeesh. The Spear of Death is stolen, and we will fight to regain our pride. The worth of the spear will be paid in blood, not words. I've spoken. Farewell. May we meet again in peace. You all go back to Uhura's hut to rest and discuss things before evening. Also, again, super chill. Is it good to be back? It is good to be back in your own hut again, is it not, Uhura? It's good, very good, but Simba is well worth leaving my home for. The Liban was most gracious to see us, yet I felt as though we were not welcome. I do not understand, for I've always respected him. How did we offend him, Uhura? I'm not knowing, Rakeesh. The Simbani have lost much honor with the stealing of the Spear of Death. Still, for the Liban not to listen to your words of peace, it's not right. Perhaps we will listen. He will listen another time. It'd be time for us to be. What? It be time we be sitting too much? No, Sierra, come on. We'll go out to the village. The villagers are wanting to see you again, Rakeesh. They're killing a young bullock in your honor, and the blood is very fresh. Simbani celebrate your arrival with meat, milk, and dancing. It's late when you finally make it back to your hut. We were treated royally by the Simbani. That was meat from the Liban's own herd. I'll head back to Tarna at first light. Find out what you can about what is going on. I do not think the Liban told us everything he knows. If you can find the Spear of Death, we may be able to convince the Liban that war is unnecessary. Good luck. You'll need all your skills to restore the peace here. I suggest that it'll be most essential for you to maintain a sense of balance about things. I also think some give and take may be required. Talk about the day. It was indeed an exciting day today, young hero. Was it, though? I didn't really do much. We kind of traveled. We kind of talked. I think that the Liban told us only what he wanted us to know about this war. When you have earned his trust, perhaps he will tell you more. I don't understand why the leopard men would want to fight the Simbani. Leopard men usually stay in the jungles. They are only out at night. The Simbani, on the other hand, stay in the savannah and hunt only by day. There's little interaction between the tribes. That the leopard men would suddenly start a war not only with the Simbani, but with my people as well, is something beyond my belief. Savannah is very beautiful, but it can be very dangerous as well. Take care. With plenty of safety. Do not travel too far from them before you know what you're doing. You'll be safest in Tarna or the Simbani village. There's supposed to be a magical lake somewhere to the south that will be safe as well. The jungle is just to the east of here. The leopard men have their village hidden there somewhere, said to be protected by magic. Krisha believes that the spell in the leopard men village prevents outsiders from seeing the village. It said that no one can see what a leopard man does not want them to see. Plans. As I said, I'll go back to Tarna and find out if Krisha has learned anything more about demons. Learn what you can from the Simbani and try to keep them from starting this war. Return to Tarna whenever you need to do so. Till I know for certain that demons are again released into Tarna, I need to stay near my brother. Raja still believes that war is honorable. He'll be trying to convince the council to declare war upon the leopard men. Unless I'm in Tarna, Raja may succeed in starting this war. To the Simbani, the essence of honor is trust. They are very open people and share evenly with all members of the tribe. To the Liontars, honor is a matter of pride and obeying the laws of Tarna. To the Paladin, honor is doing whatever it takes to bring about the greatest good for all. Trust. The longer you stay here, the more the Simbani and the Liban will learn to respect you. The way of the Paladin is very difficult and lonely at times, for you must trust your own heart to know what is right, and not the judgment of others. The attack upon the peace mission is the attack upon the Liontars. It is only our word that stands between Tarna and war. Word. The pledge of honor for peace means we must do everything we can to learn the truth behind the attack upon the peace mission. Oops, 1 second. I feel in my soul that my daughter's still alive. When we find her, we'll know the truth. We must find her. Uhura. She'll be glad to help you in any way she can, but she cannot go against the will of the Liban. Will. Uhura's a warrior. She's sworn to obey him. Uhura proved herself worthy of the title of warrior during an initiation ceremony some time back. The reason she traveled to Shapir was to retain her status as warrior. To prove that one is a warrior, one must undergo a series of trials testing one's skills. Through initiation, one becomes welcomed as a respected adult in the tribe. The trials vary each time, but are designed to test both physical skills and cunning. The trials can be done alone or in competition. Sometimes several young ones undergo an initiation at the same time. Status. She wished to have a child, but a wife cannot be a warrior. She now has Simba, and no man here can claim her. She remains a warrior. I have no doubt that Simba will be a fine warrior like his mother someday. Kitsarito, how's it going? How are you today, my dear? Hopefully you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Quest for Glory 3. A wonderful Sierra adventure game that I love dearly. My favorite adventure game series, although Quest for Glory 3 is probably the weakest one out of all of them. It's still really, really good. Oh, kitty. What are you doing, kitty? You just like knocked over my subwoofer. You alright? Alright, let's go sleep. Boink. Going to sleep for the night. Played with making pixel art today. Ooh. How did it go? What did you make? Or were you just kind of testing out the tools? Kish left the hut at first light. You vaguely remember hearing him say farewell. I'm doing good. Yesterday we beat the story of Sea of Thieves with Lip and I did. And then I also beat the game Inside, which was super good. Very crazy game. Loved it to death. We're gonna just sneak around and increase our sneak skill. We move pretty much just as fast. Made a chibi head. Oh, I'll have to look. This is the place where the Symbani practice throwing spears. No Symbani warrior will ever use a sword, since you cannot very well throw a sword in battle. Oh boy. Faster than a speeding bullet, retrieve your spears. Agree to Hura. Show me how you throw a spear at the target, and I'll tell you how to improve your skills. Okay. You're doing very well. I think Yusumi giving us some Symbari Warrior challenges at spear throwing. Recap of Inside. Harry Baby 2.0, basking in the sun. No, look, that's spoilers. That is spoilers. That's the end of Inside. Harry Baby 2.0, basking in the sun. Inside was an absolute delight. It was a crazy game that I loved very well. I loved it very much. It was a lot of fun. Oh boy. That was pretty bad. Oh boy. We're gonna do a couple rounds of this, just for funsies. I guess it's true. It's only spoilers if you can guess what Harry Baby 2.0 is. And it's not exactly what you would think. Just gonna do this until the end of time. For a minute. Until a person gets exhausted. Because what's our situation here? Okay, yeah, our throwing's going up. It's low. It's our lowest thing. So we need to practice this. I'll probably tomorrow spend some time just doing this over and over again. Okay. To hit your target with a spear takes both strength and throwing skill. Build up your strength through practice, but you'll be needing to use your brains to improve your throwing skill. You need to be using your head to judge such things as how high to throw a spear so that it falls to the target and how much strength you are using. Once you figure these things out, you need to learn to adjust for the wind and throw a little ahead of a moving target. It all takes a good deal of practice to master spear throwing. Ooh, not doing so good, Uhura. I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. We're gonna look at the rest of the place. Hold on, I gotta plug in my... One second, I'll be right back. I gotta go plug in my thingamajiggy, my baby monitor. I'll be right back. Hello. Oh. everybody. The music is so good. It's so chill. Like, they really do this great job of kind of creating this awesome feeling of like a atmosphere, right? Of suspense, but also of relaxation and things like this. So welcome, Princess Shapir. Who will be telling me that you're here? Hi. It's Sefu. I'm the son of the Liban. I'm also a very good Awari player. That is the game you see before me. This is the game of Awari. I'll be happy to show you how it's played. You guys may know this is something completely different. The side, on my side, hold at the end of your left side to be your home. You know this game. It's Mancala. We're just gonna play some Mancala. Alright, let's play. There you go again. Boink. Okay. Oh. Getting brutalized. More stones than me. He's the winner. Mancala! You can barely see that green. You play a good game. We'll play again. Yeah, we'll play again. My people have been saying, Haba na haba hujaza kababa. Little and little fill the kababa measure. This means doing things a little at a time will get things done. I think about this while playing. This song, by the way, welcome back, Dwarven Dad. Mancala is so much fun. This song is in my head all the time. Dude, if you want to know what is playing in my brain, it's this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I've been watching Just Lurking while doing merchant quests. No, oh, Dwarven Dad, you're still playing Sea of Thieves? What I need to do, Dwarven Dad, is just be on your boat and just have you grind for me while I do this. Yeah, I thought I caught all the cavities were empty at first. This is why I care about color blindness modes. Oh, really? I did not know this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're gonna load up this stuff. That's fine. Let's see. Merchants are last for me, Dwarven Dad. That's the last thing I want to do. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Oh, we can talk too. To win the game, you have to have the most stones. When it's your turn, yeah, okay. Yep, capture stones, yeah, okay, we already know the rules. My people have been peaceful for all of my life. Now that the Spear of Death is stolen by the Leopard Men, we have their drum of magic. All the talk of the warriors be of war. Warrior stole the Leopard Man's drum and returned it here before he died. The drum is very bad magic, and only the Liban dare to keep it in his hut. Spear of Death is the pride of this embodiment. When the Leopard Men take the spear, we lost a lot of pride. No one can say how the Spear of Death was taken. It was stolen at night by magic, and a claw mark is left behind, so the Leopard Men must have taken it. War. We'll soon enter the jungle and seek out the Leopard Men village. There will be many dead Leopard Men to pay for stealing the Spear of Death. The warriors want to take back the Spear of Death. From the Leopard Men, they want the Leopard Men to pay for such a theft. I'll tell about my adventures. About some of the adventures you've had. You've done much and been many places. I would like to be like you someday. Oh, dude, that's great. I'd like to be like you too. I know it's my turn. He's the one? Oh! By 1 stone, he won. One more time, dude. Let's see how well we do this time. Oh, brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. There we go. I won! No. I'm on a winning streak. Talk about Shapeir. So the man behind all bad things in Shapeir was a wizard. All users of magic are bad. Like, no, dude. No, that's not how that works. This is a special cage. It's built to hold leopardmen prisoners. No magic can affect it when cast upon it. That way the leopardman prisoner cannot use magic to escape. We're roving people. This is only our home for this season. Usually we'll move soon to another village, where our cattle can graze on fresher plains. This year, though, we'll be staying here until we win the war against the leopardmen and regain our Spear of Death. You're ready. Habari, Hero Shapeir. This be the place where the Simbani practice balance and judgment. This is the wrestling bridge. The last part of the initiation contests are held here. Time to buff up. Great. It's a Jumbo Hero. I just be seeing if you have any questions which need to be answered. Well, let's talk about the bridge. Two warriors are standing on the bridge and facing each other. They each are trying to make the other lose their balance. The skill of balancing is important, but so too is judging the right moves to counter your opponent and knock them off. This is a tough competition and requires a lot of practice. When young Simbanis wish to be warriors, they must prove themselves to be worthy. They must go through many tests to be initiated as a warrior. When several young Simbanis wish to be... Oh, did I say that already? This bridge is a good place to practice... be building up your agility. Agility is good for dodging the claws of monsters. My job as warrior today means I'm doing much walking around the village. Plenty of time to stop and talk with you. Okay. So I'm going to climb. I don't know why that sound effect is the sound for climbing. You ready? Oops. Watch this. There's also a jump option eventually when you get good enough walking this. Or you can do flips, for being the thief at least. That's like the thing you get to do. Just keep doing it until we get tired. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Newcomers to here, welcome. Don't be shy. Come in and say hi. I know there's some people in here that are new. Welcome. We play a lot of retro, a lot of modern, a little bit of everything. Virtual reality. Anything old school like DOS games or classic games we do through a virtual bedroom that I've made. Yeah, we'll give a tour in a minute, actually. Once this day's done, I think we'll give a tour. We'll play a little bit more, play another day maybe, and call it a night. I hope everybody's doing well. What is today even? Today's what, Thursday? Today's Thursday. It's been a crazy week. Almost done. Do. For you, it's Friday. I guess it's true. It's Friday. It's Friday now. 12:15. I couldn't get my kids to sleep until 12:30 or 10:30. 12:30. Oh no, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Since 10:30. They were to sleep at 10:30. They used to go to sleep at 8 o'clock. All of a sudden, it's now 10:30? What in the world? Exhausted. I'm gonna be working on getting a set schedule for stuff. Of doing it at least 3 days a week. So that way on the days if my wife's not working, I can start at a rational time and go, you know, for a consistent amount. Instead of starting so late and being up so late too. But we'll get it all figured out at some point, and then maybe throw in some pop-up streams as time allows, like yesterday, being able to play Inside in the middle of the day and beat that game. It was really nice. Man, Inside is a game that's going to stay with me for a while. That was a really fun puzzle platformer. I was playing that yesterday, and we beat it, and I was just kind of scrubbing through the video today, looking for some potential like clips and stuff like this. And Harry Baby 2.0 was so amazing. Dwarven Dad. Lip, did you see the end? Don't spoil it, of course, for those who didn't see it. But did you see the end? Were you there for that? I don't remember. It's a flurry. You guys have to remember that for like me, my brain is a flurry of thoughts. Oh, I saw the end. I was nonplussed. It was something. It was something. That game subverted my expectations in every way, but it stuck with me as a really enjoyable game. It was fun to play. It felt good to move and interact with that world. I don't know what I'm doing. So I really enjoyed it a bunch for that alone. It was a really well thought puzzles, an evocative world that its trailer for it when it was announced really was not indicative of what the game really was about, and I was really happy about that. I thought that was super good because it ended up being tons of fun. Alright, say goodbye. You need to speak with me, you can find me in my hut at night. Yep. But it was so cool, and it's gonna stick with me as a highlight this year for me, absolutely. That's Uhura's hut, and this is the guest hut that I'm a guest of. See. So yeah, so this is all there is to this place, right? There's not much to it. The guard bars the way with his spear. It's not a good time to see the Liban. Hi, dude. I'm called Ngoje, the one who waits and watches. I've been watching over the village while the sun is in the sky. The village. Yep. So we stay for the season. Zambani have been living in the savannah since the world began. We travel with our cattle with the seasons. Alright, we're heading to this place here. As you approach this pool of bubbling water, you feel a sense of serenity and peace. The cheetah lion on the rock looks at you calmly. The impala looks at you and the cheetah without fear. You drink from the cold, clear water. It's a slight sweet taste and tingles in your mouth. I'm gonna probably, after we beat Quest for Glory 3, I'll probably play one other game before getting back into Sea of Thieves. Lip, I also wanted to give you a little bit of a break because you have been hardcore on board, and I didn't want to overwhelm you. Look at this cheetah's big lips.
Hey everybody, it's me, the cheetah. Hey, getting some water? That's pretty cool, man.
I always do that. I always do that with the cheetah. I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna be just fine. Come here, ant person. Yes. Why is he always squatting? Oh, I'm sneaking. That's sneaking. Dwarven Dad, I am currently sneaking. I'm moving super fast, the speed up, and making more sure to sneak, so my sneak skill increases without much effort on my part, without it going super slow. There's that, I guess. That's a sign. We broke it. It crashed on us. You gotta be kidding me. It crashed on us. It locked up. Well, everybody who is watching silently in the wings, I see you all. I hear you all. Welcome to the virtual bedroom. This wonderful cavalcade of colors and posters and delights encapsulates my love for Sierra in general. The variety of game posters, magazine covers. This is the cover to the game Rendezvous. It's Rama, is what it is, but it's based off of the book series Rendezvous with Rama, the Arthur C. Clarke novel series, which is one of my favorites. That's the cover of Interaction magazine, which was Sierra's magazine. Woodruff and the Amazing Schnibble of Azimuth, which was a game I obsessed over as a kid. I finally got and was incredibly disappointed in, but it's still great. I loved it. The guy who does the art did also the work for the Goblins games, if you ever saw those. Quest for Glory 2, Quest for Glory 1, Space Quest! That's Rosella, apparently. I don't believe it. I don't know why there are lizard people attacking her, and there's a horse, but apparently that's Rosella. Conquest of Camelot, the Sierra logo from Quest for Glory 4. We got the cover art for Perils of Rosella. I mean, look at that. That is a great cover art. You have the Bat People. You got Cornelius. One of the earlier games, Mission Asteroid, as well as the Dark Crystal and Wizard and the Princess. We've got Space Quest 2 and 3 art. Look at the Space Quest 3 art. It's so good. Monolith Burger. We got the King's Quest 5 artwork. The Dagger of Amun-Ra cover art, Gold Rush cover art. Gold Rush is really good. That was one of my childhood Sierra games. You also got a free T-shirt, which we didn't get. Then we got like scenes from Police Quest, Manhunter New York's cover art, the book cover for the novelization of Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father, and Conquest of Camelot, a screenshot from that, which is a really great game. Yeah, so this thing runs RetroArch as its emulation. You can have multiple TVs running all things simultaneously. You can have multiple emulators running all the time. It's really awesome. Oh, there might be an autosave, though. Hold on. We might have an autosave. Let's get back in. Hold on. We're going to take a look. So yeah, it has full light gun support. It's a crazy, crazy system. I love it to death. There might be an autosave. Hold on. Hold on. All is not lost yet. Cheetos, hold on to your bits. Automatic save? No. The automatic save was not. You gotta be kidding me. So we gotta go through all that nonsense again. We're gonna skip through a bunch of it, because F that. Okay. Yes. You guys are all gonna talk. This is great. I can't believe it locked up on me. I'm gonna go until 1. So we got a half an hour. We'll catch up where we were. Get a couple of the extra stuff done, skip through all that wonderful dialogue. Yes, we swear the oath. Yay! I'm gonna say hello. Great. Yay! I don't have anything to say. Talk about Shapir. Nothing prattle. Blah 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 blah. Goodbye. Do 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 do. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum 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 bum. You guys want to talk about crashing though? Man, Quest for Glory 4 is the buggiest of all the games in the series. It'll crash non-stop, and you actually have to get a patch for it to be of any worth. Super amazing game, and might be my favorite of the series, but it is the buggiest. And we're gonna actually try, when we play that game, to actually do the combat system, which is something I've never done. It has an auto fight mode where your character just fights automatically, and it works great. I've never had to do any combat in that game. I always just left it in auto. I'm gonna try to figure it out, and we'll get it. We'll see how it goes when we get to that. I hope to, yeah, because I want to beat the whole series this year. And I'm so, oh man, Is it super buggy because it's so ambitious or something? No, Lip. Um, the bugginess came from when they moved to VGA. Um, this is we're talking the early 1990s. This was the start of the end of Sierra. And we don't talk about it very much, but in reality, when they moved to the point and click, the VGA, the FMV, those were the dying breaths of the company, and they started to really slide. And so, talk about peace. Yes, okay, that's great. Yep, leopard men. Say goodbye. Oh. Oh, the spear. Spear of Death is the greatest weapon in Simbani. It will kill whatever it hits. It's the pride of the Simbani. Yeah, oh. I didn't get to talk to him before, I think. That's weird. Okay. It's just buggy because they didn't have the resources under crunch to make this stuff. And also this was one of the games where Spear of Death is powerful weapon in somebody. Only the best alive been made this. This is weird, right? I didn't have this in the last one we played. It was just me and Rakesh. We didn't get to talk to her. When we talked to the Liban, it wasn't... Am I crazy? Yeah. Mama! Oohoo wawa mama. Simba, me Simba. Mama. Rakesh. Raki! It's been a long and most interesting day today. Okay, cool. So let's say goodbye. We're good. We talked about this stuff. Yeah, see that's weird, right? Here we had this one where we just went here and talked. Whereas in this version now, we get to talk to Uhura and stuff, which wasn't normal. Alright, so we're sneaking. We're saving. Because you never know. Simbani Village Day. Oh, that did not pick up all the words I typed. It's Simbani Village. Hi, Uhura. Show me what's up. Show me what you're working with. Uhura, your spear throwing abilities are... Oh, there you go. Bullseye. GG. Let's do it one more time. Okay. That's all. Goodbye. Greetings. Talk with Shapir. Yosefu. Game. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Let's play. Oops. Simbani. Spear. Leopard men. War. Game. Let's talk. Spears. Yosefu. Savannah. Village. Awari. Talk about Spielberg. Talk about adventures in Spielberg. The jungles of Spielberg sound very different from the jungles here. You must be very brave to face so much magic. Talk about peace. I don't think there can be peace here until the Simbani have back the Spear of Death. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, five. We died! I gotta win. Gotta win one. One, two, three, four, five. Boink. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2. Ren, how's it going, man? My, indeed. Look what the cat dragged in.
Welcome to your home.
Whoa, nudes! Welcome, nudes, people! Welcome, noodles of doodles. Hello, everybody. Look what the cat's playing. How's it going, Ren, by the way? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for the shout-out, Lip. Let's give them a second in case any ads pop in that they're seeing. Retro! I know Nudes was playing Mario 64. How did it go? Welcome back, Musty Hobbit. It's good to see you, man. Man, I'm doing spectacular. We're playing some Mancala right now. The ultimate retro. The king of retro gaming. Mancala up in here. Hold on one second. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. Boink. Boink. Oh, he won. Everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm Bogus Meat Factory. Hi. I play a little bit of everything. New, old, it matters not. I love any and all video games. And even VR stuff. I even do VR streams. We're going to be doing some Star Trek Bridge Crew coming up here pretty soon. Very excited. I play a lot. No, this isn't Backgammon, Simon. This is Mancala. I'm going to show you guys around. When we're playing retro, right? Anything at DOS, any, you know, old school stuff, we play in the virtual bedroom. Look at this guy. You're like, hey, Bogus, that was a great overlay. It's no overlay, my friends. This is my virtual bedroom. This is a custom software. It's called EMU VR, and it allows you to use, it uses RetroArch as its emulator, and it allows you to customize the room to your liking. The wallpaper, I got glow-in-the-dark Sierra stickers on the ceiling. Your posters, custom artwork for stuff. I'm having some issue getting DOS games to have custom artwork, but you can see here some of my favorites: Solstice, Pokemon Red, we beat on stream. I've re-accessorized in Snake Rattle and Roll. We got rid of the snakes. Oh man, I've been in Bogus's bedroom more time than I'd like to admit. So we've decked this stuff out with Sierra stuff right now, since we're playing Sierra games, right? So we've got copies of the Sierra magazine, cover art, some Sierra games here that are particular favorites of mine. We even have the bed stuff is decked out in Space Quest 3. It's supposed to be a singular thing. I gotta fix that, but don't mind me. My pillow is a scene from Space Quest 4/1. Spoilers. And all this other cool stuff. You can have multiple emulators running simultaneously on multiple different TV displays. Has full light gun support with mouse and keyboard. It works awesome. You have to shoot off screen to reload. And plays pretty much everything all the way up to Nintendo Wii. It's great. Sakanako! Oh, whoa. Hold up. Hold up just a second. Who's... Mike Live has that. I need to subscribe to have that right there. Tingle is my man. I gotta have that Tingle emote. Gotta have that Tingle emote. And so, yeah, you can play a whole bunch of stuff running all the time. It's really, really cool. I love this thing. I was chatting myself back in news chat. Oh, because you hadn't moved over to mine yet. So welcome, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. Yeah, we're playing some Quest for Glory 3 right now. Oh, yeah. You haven't done Quest for Glory 4 yet. Yeah, so we are right now stopping a war between two tribes of people in the land of Tarna. Think the savannas of Africa, right? Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. And our friend Rakesh the Lion Tar, the guy who has the body of a lion, the head of a lion, and the torso of a man, is a lion tar. It's good times. We're doing, all throughout the year, we've been playing Quest for Glory games in an attempt to eventually beat it and complete it. I have played the first 4 games a million times, quite literally. But the 5th and final game, oh my goodness, Colonel Zolo, thank you for following. The fifth and final game I've never had the will to finish because one, it's not very good. It came out at the end of Sierra's life, long after these games were made. Sakanako, I have to. This is the whole point of playing this one. For me, it's a personal journey. It gives closure, and I'm okay with the story leading up to that. And we'll see how it goes. But the reason why I want to stream these all throughout the year, just kind of sparsely, it started back in January, is to eventually get to that point. And so now is the time to move on and play Quest for Glory 3. After a brief interim of doing a lot of Sea of Thieves play and we played Inside yesterday and beat that, which was a lot of fun. It's for those that don't know, Quest for Glory is a mixture of an RPG and a traditional Sierra adventure game. This was the first one to be in VGA graphics, so the point-and-click interface. You have stats and a character class, and your class determines kind of how you solve puzzles in the game. You have stats that go up as you use them. And they also determine how you solve puzzles. Each class solves puzzles a little... You wretch! Yep, that's the name of my thief. It's Wretch. It's gonna be King Wretch one day. Thank you very much. And so you use your skills and your abilities to solve the puzzles, each uniquely different based on the class that you are. Have an adventure game with multiple protagonists, in a way, Simon. So you can have the thief, the fighter, and the magic user, as well as a fourth secret class. We are catching up. Our game crashed, so we are catching up for lost time right now. So don't mind I'm skipping some conversations, because it's not necessary. We're learning that the Simbani tribe is at war with the leopard people, and that we are doing. We're learning about the village we just arrived here. We're exploring it right now, and we're learning that they have warrior trials, and we're participating in some of the events to kind of learn about what it's all about and kind of their culture. It's really interesting. Of course, it takes heavy influence from, like African tribes and stuff like this. And it's really cool stuff. They also have a lot of like Egyptian influences and stuff like that. It's really cool. So that's that. We're gonna go adventuring. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful time. Nudes, man, how did Mario 64 go? Hopefully it went well. I hope it went well for you. I've made the speed move super fast, by the way, where it makes my character move quickly because they move really slow. The movement is bad. You died in stupid places, but you know what, though? You know what, Nudes? That's Mario 64 for you. I can't blame you for that, because guess what? Most of the time, the camera's what kills you. Have you, do you know, Nudes, about the Mario 64 port that people made for the PC? They got Mario 64 running on PC, not as an emulator, with like high resolution and stuff like that, running natively on the PC, and with the ability for people to do like mods and stuff like that. It's really cool. Looks nice. It's beautiful. When I play Mario 64 again sometime, I will absolutely be streaming that. It's really cool. I've got it. If you ever want to know, you just let me know. I'll hook you up. So there's actually a combat system too. Oh my gosh, my guy is like just getting attacked. What's happening? What is happening? Why am I getting pummeled by this lizard man? Don't die, doofus. Don't die, you doofus. You don't want to mash in this one. You have to wait until the animation ends, or else you end up dying. Nudes, hit me up on like Twitter or something. DM me, and I can hook you up with that if you want it. Nice win, nice win. Thank you. My character is technically OP too, because you start off, your base skill is 100, with everything. So like I'm OP and like my strength and things are really high, from playing in the previous ones. So we're gonna rest for a second so we can kind of rejuvenate our stats a bit. Stamina's back up to full. We should be okay to go. We are gonna save it as well because holy smokes. Almost dead. Boink. You search the list of men, you find a new pair of boots, a new belt, a matching set of luggage. It's true, Simon, it's true. So this is the jungles area. The hills in this area look as though they were formed by armies of giant ants in a workaholic mood. And the map artist seems to have had a problem with proportion. There can't possibly be a tree that large anywhere on the planet, can there? So night's fallen, we need to head back and get some sleep. After we might die from this lizard man. We'll just play. We'll go see what happens. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, we did. Wow! This overgrown lizard left you crying crocodile tears. Hero business isn't all it's crocked up to be. Exactly. So kind of go. Quest for 1 has some silly messages for right-clicking to look at random stuff. It's true. It's always been very self-referential, you know, fourth wall breaking, all that stuff. Both do. They both do. Restore. We'll just head back to the village at that point. Or we'll... Oh boy. Ant person, let's see if we die. Come on, ant person, hold on. Throwing daggers. No, throwing daggers. Nope, missed. We're gonna find the death message for the ant people now in a second. Yes! Tempting fate here. Whee! Yeah, the sun's about to set. Let's get over to the village. No! Come on. Leave me alone, ant people. I'm outrunning them right now. There's nothing to the ants. The ants don't have anything. Ooh, this is the Night Watchman. He says, Missouri Buona. I'm called Usiku, the Night One. I'm the one who watches over the village while the stars light the heavens. The savannah fattens our cattle with the grass and is our home, but it hides the hunters who wish to fatten on our cattle. The blood and milk of the cattle are our drink. The body of the cattle is our meat. The hide of the cattle is our clothes. Cattle is the center of the Simbani people. There are many hunters in the savannah. Of them all, those that walk on 2 legs are the most dangerous. The people of the Fisi, the hyena men, run in packs and never attack unless they outnumber the prey. If you can hurt the hyena men without being hurt, they're running away. The Mamba people, those who are called Crocs, are strong, brave. They may be slow. They are slow, though. Most dangerous of all are the horned hunter, the dinosaur. He's plenty tough, and eat a man alive, that one. There are other hunters, but those are the makers of heroes. The savannah can be very dangerous, so may you have good luck and outlive all hunters. Cover yourself in its guts to hide your scent! Let's see. The people of the lion will be proud and brave. We bring cattle to the lion men of Tarna and call them our friends. The lion men are the strength of the city of Tarna. They're great warriors like the Simbani. We trade cattle with the people of Tarna for beads and fine ropes. These are signs of great wealth. Cool. Say goodbye. Going in. Hey, Uhura, how's it going? How did you like our village? It's not large, for it holds but a few families this time of year. Next season, we move to a larger village and more families will join us. Sit. Tell about the day. Most here interesting, I know. Spear area. The spear area is for warriors to practice throwing spears. A warrior needs to be strong and good at throwing to make the spear go straight. Simba. Now he's sleeping after running most of the day. He's most dear to me. Leaving the village for him is a very good idea. I'm a warrior. A wife cannot be a warrior. Not wanting some stuck-up man thinking I'm a his, so I leave the Simbani. Travel far. When I go to Shapir, I meet fine, strong man. He likes me. I like him. We make fine, strong son, so I come home. Now I'm still a warrior, but I have son too. Let's see. Hura. Missouri, Sultan's son. Today we be driving off the lions from the cattle. It's a good battle. No somebody are hurt, and the lions are not coming back soon. Nude's a strong, independent woman. Yeah, Uhura's awesome. She was introduced in the second game. You meet her in the second game, and she comes along for the third, of course, because you're in her homeland. Many warriors stand together with spears, jumping and yelling at lions. Lions mostly don't like the loud noises and people calling them names. They slink off, ashamed of being made fools. Ren, I of course prefer the EGA over the VGA. Because I enjoy parsers. You and me, we get that. Parser interaction, I think, is far superior to point and click. And while point and click's more accessible and is more user friendly, it lacks this let's see, all the B in the dialect text. I think I heard there's actually a thing in Newfie English, Newfoundland. I enjoy the VGA visuals. I think that the VGA visuals are good. They do bring something to the table, but I don't think that they're necessarily better than EGA. I prefer EGA. I prefer those visuals because there's something to be said about working with what you have, right? All of them, it's just a different style, the VGA versus EGA, but working with something that you have to create these visuals that are a little more striking because you're using a color palette that's not necessarily traditional, what with all the crazy fuchsia and, you know, the aquamarine and stuff like this. Yeah, we're talking the late 80s, early 90s Sierra stuff. Space Quest 3, you know, King's Quest 4, those ones. But working with what you have to make these visuals is actually really interesting. Heck, I would even say Space Quest 2 has really striking visuals too. But those stuff's really cool. I dig that stuff a bunch because I do think that having a unique art style that's all your own with what you have makes it stand out as something interesting, right? You know, we're talking about the upcoming adventure game coming out, the Crimson Diamond, using EGA graphics. Looks great. You know, amazing artwork. I'm gonna sneeze again. I've been sneezing all night. Oh no, not VGA. King's Quest 4, not VGA. I'm talking it as being EGA. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on, once again. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So I do think that the EGA is better. Thank you. Yes, I do, Simon. Crimson Diamond. Visually, thank you, Simon. Thank you, Nudes. There was no VGA version of King's Quest 4. There's no that is strictly EGA, and the Apple II version of it is the even older EGA version. The parser's older. The graphics are actually downgraded versus what you play, what you know, Ren. The graphics of King's Quest 4 and the Apple II GS is worse than on DOS, but its music is far better. Yeah. I wouldn't say that, Sakanako. I enjoy the anonymous game developers remakes of the King's Quest games. I think there's an interesting direction that they took to create a story that kind of unifies the whole franchise, because King's Quest isn't unified. They try to make it unified, but it isn't. I feel bad. King's Quest is the weakest, I feel, of all the series, because the stories are all very singular, you know? Whereas Space Quest, Quest for Glory, Police Quest, they all have kind of a unified storytelling throughout the series, right? Recurring villains and things like this doesn't happen so much with King's Quest, outside of, you know, King's Quest 3 and 5. But I like that they tried to unify it and create this more grandiose or epic story. But they definitely stand alone as their own thing, and not really something I consider as part of like canon. But the VGA remakes are only 1, 2, and 3. They did VGA remakes of. Did they do one of 1? I think they did. I think they did a VGA remake of 1. Maybe not. They just did 1, 2, or 3. And they also did a VGA remake of Quest for Glory 2, which was really good, but I prefer the original. All right, say goodbye. Good night, Ura. I find some food. Yeah. Let's go to sleep, buddy. Ready, Ren, for the sleep? Ready? Bonk. They still got it. Sleeps like a log. Dude, Dot! How's it going? How are you today, Dot? Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. How, was it Lords of Thunder you were playing earlier? How did that go? Oh, Dot, I finished Inside yesterday. Yep, we completed it yesterday. We also beat the story mode of Sea of Thieves yesterday, too. It was a busy day yesterday. Inside was so good. Also, Ren, real talk. So, when I went to bed last night, all I could see in my head, in my mind's eye, was Inside things. Not necessarily actual events that were in Inside, but of that sort. So I was riddled with just terrible dreams. It was horrible. You beat Lords of Thunder deathless. Nice! And then ran my head against KO Flyer Squadron for like... I have to give massive respect. Can we get a shout out for Dot Level? Need a shout out for Dot Level. Because... no joke. I like the ending, Ren. I have thoughts to talk about that, and at some point we'll do like a spoiler talk. But Dot does a lot of stuff that I greatly respect because it's stuff I can't do. You're playing shmups. There are 2 genres of games. Oops, time is passing in the game. 2 genres in this game, in the world of games, that I have a very difficult time like grasping. Right? I'm a giant fan of like fighting games, of first-person shooters, of all genres. Adventure games are like my meat and potatoes, but shmups and real-time strategy games, not my thing. Watching you play Lords of Thunder was a delight. I enjoy watching shmups, and I have huge respect for them. I cannot play them. I stink. My brain doesn't work that way. And like I've had a big time like high score shmup player try to coach me on trying to understand how the flow of a shmup, and it doesn't work. My brain can't process what's happening. There's too much maybe happening. Maybe that's it. Like sensory overload, and that's a problem for me in general. Something that I'm genuinely having in my day-to-day life and trying to actually seek like professional help of dealing with. And real-time strategy is the same way. When there's a ticking clock, my brain's like, nope, can't do it. You give me turn-based strategy, I eat it up. Civilization, divine. Shining Force, spectacular. But if there's that ticking clock, tough. But so I love shmups though, and I love seeing people who are good at them, but also kind of understand them, that understand why they're good or what makes it such a viable genre, what makes them so interesting and engaging. That to me is fodder. I love it. Anyways, all right, we're on the next day here. We're gonna get through this day, and then we'll probably call it a day. We got some work to do out doing some random adventuring. So anyways, yeah, that's my spiel. Dot, have you seen the virtual bedroom? Have you been privy to this place that I call home? Wow. My dagger throwing was off the charts bad. I didn't fully heal. Why didn't I fully heal? Is it because I slept too early? Or slept too late? Okay. Oh, I gotta show you. You may be like, Bogus, what a delightful overlay you have. It is not an overlay. Welcome to the virtual bedroom. This is where I play all my retro stuff. I emulate. A lot of people are like, real hardware only. And I have great respect for that. I ain't got time for that. It's not an overlay. Simon, you've seen the virtual bedroom. Come on. You've heard the spiel a million times. A virtual PVM. Here's the thing, Dot. Hold on. Let me hook you up. Let me show you the real deal here. You ready for this? It realistically emulates the pixels on the TV screen. It realistically does so. And in real time. But we deck this thing out right now in Sierra. It's Sierra time. You know, we're honoring the Sierra adventure game by loading up our bedroom with a bunch of Sierra posters and things that we absolutely adore and love. And we play this up. It uses RetroArch. You can have multiple TVs running multiple emulators simultaneously. It's got full light gun support with the mouse. You have to shoot off screen to reload. And it does it legit, right? And it's amazing. Oh, it's the Space Quest 3 cover art. It's supposed to be a singular, but I didn't change it in the files because I switched it for something else recently. At least the candles aren't on the bed this time. This is true. Yeah. So and also the pillow is a scene from Space Quest 4, which I love. And yeah, the Perils of Rosella. There's Cornelius. Man, there's Cornelius. Cornelius. And a bunch of the older Sierra art and stuff like this. Gives some homage to the whole history of Sierra because it's genuinely something I love. Also, I have Rama here. They're one of their later FMV games, which I love Rama, and it got me into the book series from Arthur C. Clarke. The game is not good, but I love it nonetheless. You had Jurassic Park bed cover for the longest time. I think it's considered a Dynamics game. Or Dynamics. I'm not entirely sure. I thought it was Sierra, but I could be wrong. I know Woodruff is a Dynamics. Woodruff and the Amazing Schnibble of Azimuth. People do not believe that is a title of a game, but it is. Oh, of course there's a Gold Rush poster. It came with a free t-shirt. It's a 3D animated adventure game. Oh, Ghostbuster bedsheets that glow in the dark. I'm jealous. Dagger of Amun-Ra. We have all this stuff. We got little scenes from Police Quest, Manhunter New York. Good times. So we just decked all this stuff out with that for funsies. But this is a virtual bedroom. I play this for fun. And we just do stuff in here for jollies. It emulates everything. And I love it. Love it to death. Find 3 royals. Got some thorn rocks. Retrieve my daggers. Yes, thank you. We're going this way. We're going to the big tree. Hopefully we won't die. Am I sneaking? I am now. I can't even imagine how many Bibblies have been gibbled on those Space Quest bedsheets. So many, Red. The Bibblies have been gibbled a countless amount of times. When I need to have first stream I caught of you, Solstice, and I thought you just had a camera pointed at me. Most people did. Most people did. And they still do. That's really the Space Quest reference that I don't get. No, it's the Kanako. It's a saying that I've had for a long time, that you're gibbling my Bibblies. or sorry, bibbling my Ghiblies. You're bibbling my Ghiblies. It means you're exciting me. You're engaging me. Like I'm locked in. And would a black light help answer that? Nope, we're not even gonna. But like it's just a thing that I always say. It's just a stupid thing. In Sea of Thieves, I have a pet monkey. His name's Mr. Ghiblies. And so when he's in danger, stop bibbling my Ghiblies. We're in this fancy tree. My first Bogus stream was him playing in a closet. Were you seriously in the closet times? Were you there in the closet times? What would you have watched in the closet? Really? I streamed in a walk-in closet. During the closet times. Yeah. Because, yeah. I'm out of the closet now, Dwarven Dad, yes. Doing something like keeping the stream going. Seaman! My Seaman stream. I wasn't in the closet of the Seaman times. I wasn't. I don't think you were there the closet times, Ren. No, I was in the closet for Seaman. You're right. I was. I streamed Seaman in my closet. The Seaman stream, yeah. My plan was to stream Seaman 24/7. We were doing a Seaman stream 24/7 where we would take care of it, watch it grow all together, but never turn it off. Little did I know that at the time that things like air quality and heat and temperature degrade dramatically when you're playing versus when you have it turned off. So they died like 2 hours in. And it was a goal for me to actually do the entirety of Seaman. And yes, yeah, okay, yeah. I was playing Pokemon Channel while Seaman was happening. That was a good time. I refuses to ever play it again just because she streamed it early on when not. Oh, really? So yeah. Well, Seaman is not the most like streamer friendly. It's not a stream friendly game for the most part, but it's one that like you start the day off like, hey, the first 15-20 minutes of your stream, it's your Seaman check-in stream, right? You take care of him, you feed him. What, Dwarven Dad? You've never heard of Seaman? Let me tell you about Seaman, Dwarven Dad. You see, when a man has a fish with a human head on it. Seaman is a game on the Sega Dreamcast. It's a virtual pet game, narrated by Leonard Nimoy. And you take care of these little eggs in this fish tank, and you have to make sure their temperature is regulated. What is going on? I'm getting some major beepage. What in the world? Whoa. My sound is getting all freaky. Hold on. What is happening? You guys hearing this? Yes, you are. I'm gonna just mute that for right now. We'll figure that out in a minute. Why is it doing that? Click. Anyways, and so you take care of these creatures, and they turn into fish with human heads, and they talk, and you use the microphone attachment on the Dreamcast to talk to them and have conversations. They'd ask you questions about yourself, and they would comment about things. They would joke around and be very silly. That is really weird, that sound. I don't know why that's the case. But and it was a lot of fun, and there is a story to it. There's lore, and Leonard Nimoy is like your assistant. He talks to you about like what happened in the day while you were gone, and all this stuff like that. Yep, Sakanako. I had I found one, and I was using that for the stream because I didn't have a capture card or the means to be able to do streams of real hardware at the time. Her dad learns a valuable lesson. But it's a really cool game. It's really weird. And they actually made a sequel on the PlayStation 2 in Japan only. Which is you took care of a little tiny Sasquatch that was like this big. It's very interesting. Hold on. Let me find the source of this noise. Why is it doing that? Let's see. Maybe if I start moving in the game, we'll get it figured out. There was a sequel. Yes, there was, Simon. Yeah, there we go. The clicking has started to recede. Yeah, there was, in fact, a sequel. That's interesting. This tree is absolutely tremendous. So yeah, that was back in the day. It was in the closet. I totally forgot that I was in the closet, Ren. I need to save and make a big tree. Oh, got wood? Oh, let's fix the game sound. There we go. I'm gonna finish this real quick. We're gonna do a little something, and finish out the day. You find yourself in a strange cave-like hole in a tree. There's a feeling of peace and serenity within, and the scent of strange flowers. You're in a cave-like area about halfway up the giant tree. Feel a strange tingling sensation. No, yeah, so, man, you were there for the 7 days. That was right before people started to actually visit my streams. Because I had been streaming for 6 years, off and on. I would be doing them like 2 or 3 month bouts, about 2 or 3 times a year, for like 6 years. Nobody would be there. Ever. And so the only person who ever showed up from time to time would be J-Ra, who still visits, still great. He would come and visit when I played Shenmue. And Keeglif. Keeglif's the only one. What is it you seek? A gift. You're seeking a gift from the heart of the world? To receive such a gift, first you must give. Gather some life essence from the pool of peace. Give that essence to the mother at the top of the stand, and then you'll receive your gift. I seek a gem. You desire a gem? We create them from the essence of the mother of the world. We'll be happy to share one with you. Key's the best. She's my internet bestie. Key is like me. We're twins. We're like genuinely twins. We open cans of soda the same way. But no, like we love virtual pets. And how people interact with software. Like that's a giant bond that we have. Our connection with virtual things and how we interact with them. So another reason I love Key, bringing me to the Bogey Closeman. Look at me now! I get like 4 or 5 people in here. Woohoo! I mentioned Key. Bogus mentioned Key. Ren said Key. Shouldn't that summon her? It may work, Simon. I don't remember how I found Bogus, but I remember that one of the very first streams I saw with him was his way. Yeah, that's where you found me. Because I was talking to Redox and hanging out in her streams and stuff like that, and mentioned like, hey, my wife and I are gonna play Sims together. We played The Sims 3. From maybe it was Redox or Hungry that knew you were close to the end of Snake Rattle and Roll. Yeah, so that would have been, it would have been Hungry, and it would have been Gunstar, and it would have been Redox. That was a good time. Never even considered they were trying to beat Snake Rattle and Roll. It was great. And what's funny is that like you won't see me do that stuff very often. I'm never one that's typically a masochist for like the hard game challenge. For me, it's always about an incredible feeling of living energy flows through you as you enter. You smell the perfume of thousands of different flowers, all blending together to overwhelm your senses. You hear the sounds of all the living things in here creating a melody, which is so beautiful, you're moved to tears. It is the music of life itself. The very air invigorates and revitalizes you. You feel as though you've reached the ultimate center of all living things in the universe, and that you are suddenly the source of all energy and life. This place is like, well, totally awesome, dude. I typically like games for story and engagement in those ways, and I'll play games that are challenging without question. It has to be something that I personally want to do. Snake Rattle and Roll I wanted to do really bad because I really enjoyed it. But I'm not one who likes to play hard games for the sake of hard. Like, I'm not a person who plays challenging games just to say I've beaten that challenge. I have to connect with it in some way, and those reasons can be sometimes really arbitrary. And sometimes there's just something about them that it's the right place at the right time. Snake Rattle and Roll is very much right place at the right time. It was isometric, which I love, so that immediately is points. Ren suggested it. He's got good taste. He didn't do me wrong in Solstice. And also, it was a challenge where I understood the game. Like, I understood the challenge, and it wasn't unrealistically challenging. It had rhyme and reason for it, and that also I connected with big time. When we chatted, and I asked you if you had played Solstice, and that was when I knew we'd be pals. Oh, 100% I am, Simon. I will be playing Snake Pass at some point. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna have, and I know this is way down the line, but end of December we're gonna do a year roundup where we reflect on clips and things like this of games I've played and chat about that sort of stuff, like how our years have been. But the first thing in January 2021 is making a list. Snake Pass is probably going to be on the list for that in 2021. We're all going to talk about games that you think I should play, that you might want to recommend to me, but also talking about like what are my interests, what kind of stuff, bibble my giblies, and make lists and come together with a roadmap for 2021. And Snake Pass is probably going to be there because I have a lot of stuff on the docket for this year. Quest for Glory series, some more Pokemon stuff. I want to do the sequel to Solstice, which it was what I used to know and was interested in. I want to do some. I want to do the Pendragon Dragoon series this year too. And then, of course, one of the biggest things is hitting Pirate Legend and Sea of Thieves. Equinox, thank you. But playing Sea of Thieves and getting Pirate Legend is a really big deal for me. And it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for me. And I know this seems so silly because like Dwarf and Dad and Lip and J-Rod and all of them have been playing the game with me. And like it's been a ton of fun. But like you're going to see a grown man cry when he gets Pirate Legend and Sea of Thieves. It's going to be really sad. Anyways, let's do this one thing here real quick, and then we'll chat for a second. I gotta get to bed. I was just guessing. It just seemed like it would be appropriate. I know of neither of those games. Oh man, Simon, Solstice is great. It's an NES isometric puzzle platformer. And it's brilliantly designed. There's no combat in the game, right? But there's enemies, and you have these potions that do things, and you're a wizard, right? Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze again. But it's solving puzzles to progress, to collect all these different pieces to stop this evil wizard from, summoning immortal evil and destroying the world. It's really good. It's amazing soundtrack. It's brilliantly designed. Again, it's one of those games that has a lot of rhyme and reason to it. And once you figure that out and kind of understand it, everything clicks in a really fun and exciting way. And it was really cool to be in a moment where I was playing the game and there's a certain room Ren knows, and he saw me tackle that room and he's like, that's how you do it? Because he was doing it a different way. There's a lot of different ways to tackle the rooms too, and it was just really cool. You empty the skin of Peace Water onto the spiral platform. A few moments later, a new fruit appears on the branch near you. This must be your gift from the heart. You take the gift and carefully place it in your bag. Don't worry, Ren, you're not missing much. We're going to leave it at that. And we're going to just have a chat for a second. But Solstice was, man, it was great. Ren is not wrong. It is, without a question, my favorite NES game so far. Gift gotten. Yes, fell down in that one room on purpose. What's crazy is that that Chinese Hulk also got that too. And he had the same mindset as I did. And that was a moment that I knew like Chinese Hulk is super awesome guy. Because when he got to that room, he was like, oh, I knew that there was a room connected to that one room, and I was obsessing over it, and there it is. And that was the same thought process I had. And I was like, yes, yes, Solstice is so good. Definitely my favorite NES game ever. And it may be beaten. I don't have that many, fond NES games, so we'll see. But man, I always figured it was a very tough jump to get to. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you get to the end there's a lot of tough jumps, right? All of them are tough, so it's not bad to think, oh, this is just another one of many tough jumps to get through. But man, yeah, I have to think, and I cannot stress enough how much, like we were talking about Keyglyph and how great she is. She is just seriously my internet bestie. We talk all the time, and she has been the coolest person in the world. And shout out to her. Put a shout out to Keyglyph. We'll put her channel. She hasn't streamed much lately because she's dealing with a lot of stuff out in California. But she deserves all the love and respect, and everybody should be following her and helping her out, because she is, without question, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And she's a dear friend. And I don't say that about a lot of internet people. Like, internet friends, you're like, they're acquaintances, they're people I love to talk to. She's one of those rare people that I'm just like, that is a genuine friend. And she is such an awesome person. And it's really funny because we were talking about like what games, because I was talking about Inside, and how she's like, people recommended Inside to me. Is that a game I'd like? And I'm like, no. I was like, did Ren recommend that to you? Because he was like big into Inside, and she's like, no, but he's been trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like, and he's not quite gotten it yet. And I was like, he'll get it someday. Because like for me and her, we're very much on the same page, and in those moments when we have those differences, no way would you recommend that. I was just like, who recommended that to you? What crazy person? It couldn't have been you. But I asked just in case to make sure, because I was like, shame on Ren if he said that. But like her and I, like I said, we're twins. We have the same perspective. We have the same like outlook into how things work. And like I said, we even open cans of pop the same way in a weird way. But it's just really funny. She's like, you're the only person that I could ask, honestly, is this game for me? And the answer is exactly right. Again, it's like not even my mom gets that right. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Because we're, Oh, hold on. I'll show you your doorbell, Dad. 1 second, I'll go get a can. Ta-da! 1 second. It's the only way you open cans. Like that. It's the only way to open cans. Right there in the front of, ooh, you got me. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Only way to do it. And yeah, like those little things, like I didn't know that, and then she brought it up, like, oh my god. It doesn't hurt at all. It's the only way that makes sense. Why would you use your fingers? You use your teeth. But I also go one further though, because I can go. Used to bite my nails real bad, so I learned to do it that way. Yeah, Simon, that's the way it is. That's just the way to go. Anyways, that one like sprayed when I opened it. Holy smokes, that was very carbonated. Anywho, she's the best. Every person should follow her and give her all the love in the world, because she deserves it. She is the coolest person with the greatest taste. We've been friends for a long time. Like, her and I have been friends for, years and years. The spray is only half the reason I'd never opened a can like that. Well, that was a little That was a little more exaggerated, so it had a little extra oomph to it. I'm also drinking a Diet Pepsi right now at 1:20 in the morning. What in the world is wrong with me? Thanks, Orphan Dad, for that. I'm not gonna sleep. Anywho, games are awesome. Video games are amazing. All of you in this world are amazing people. Because y'all have a love for games. And I think it's super important that people connect in some way. Be it playing games like this, or playing games in a competitive way. I think that games just do an amazing job of connecting people in general. And while a lot of people love to say, like, oh, I don't like multiplayer games, I don't like playing with other people, it's still very interesting to watch other people play games. And when they state, like, oh, I'm not interested in that stuff, I don't want to play with people, but they'll watch and interact and chat. And, like, that's still a way to connect in some way. That's sitting at the couch together as friends and as equals and engaging in gaming together. And that's so special. I could get the aluminum thing. It's kind of how one of my major weird things is popsicles. Ice. Oh, God. You get a visceral reaction. A visceral reaction from me when you talk about popsicles. Like, you know how there's some people who can't handle the word moist? Like, they're like, oh, God. It's talking about popsicles and ice. Oh, don't do that to me, Jordan Dad. Lip says, I had a realization moment with you last night in Sea of Thieves. I realized that you and I had way different engagement levels in dealing with the traps. What do you mean, Lip? Explain! But no, the feeling of your teeth raking on ice is very not. I don't mind teeth against wood. It's the ice that's not. No. Lip says it is really amazing to me how much you do engage with the game. I go along for the ride. Right. Like, and that's a thing. I lose myself to the game. Right. I let it take me. And that's why I have such a hard time with horror games. I can go in a haunted house or watch a horror movie, the most crazy, insane one, and be unfazed, like completely unfazed. But if you give me a video game that's a horror game, scared to death because I let go, right? I'm not in that moment. I'm not analyzing it. Where a lot of people will see me when I talk about games, I'm usually very analytical about it. I talk about, the facets of its design that make it interesting or engaging in those ways. But when playing that game, especially one that I haven't played before, I'm typically very just like, I'm along for the ride. For me, I can't really ever immerse. It's always just a thing, a tool. But in this case, it was a tool to hang out with you. So for me, the traps are just, oh, it's a thing to jump over. For you, it's like, this won't stop me from being Pirate Legend. It's true, Lip. It's true. And that was the same case when you saw me, like, for folks who saw me play, like, Snake, Rattle, and Roll. Oh, Simon. Oh, sweet Simon. Dear sweet Simon. I played Secret World when it came out. And I got into the closed beta for it. Doing this little social media game that it did. It was a Facebook game that you would do with social media for a chance to get into the closed beta. And I did that and I got in. Secret World was great. It was also a Ragnar Tornquist, so that immediately was an incentive for me to play it. MMOs in general I find to be very engaging, not so much with newer ones, but the Secret World was a game designed by Ragnar Tornquist, who made the Longest Journey adventure game series. Good old Ragnar Tornquist. He also did some amazing games. The Dreamfall games were part of the Longest Journey series. He also made another one that's Dragon Dragon something Drag. I can't remember. Another really awesome adventure game that's on my list to play. And he's got an upcoming one too that's really cool looking. It's like an adventure action game that talks about the power of words. Super brilliant guy, and super amazing. But the Secret World is really good, Simon. And I played through the entirety of that story, and I ate it up, and I just lived in that world. I would go to the to London in Secret World and hang out at the theater and set up props. And I ran acting classes for people, ways to build a character, ways to engage in the world. And I taught classes for people about that. And there's a giant spider behind my computer right now. Oh my god. And I think that's so interesting. That's so fascinating. So, Lip, you're totally right, right? And for me, that thing, that that mindset for people to just, it's just a tool. Games are just a challenge, right? It's an obstacle for me to then overcome. That doesn't exist in my brain. Like, that's not my perspective of how I view games. Although I do understand it and I do respect it, it's another way to play, right? That's just not one that I personally engage in. Games can be more, Simon, and I always clamp onto games that attempt to do so. Sometimes they're flawed, but they're really interesting. They do interesting things. When a game has an idea, I'm stuck. You've got me hooked, right? Sea of Thieves is not the best game in the world. A lot of people hate it, but for me, it's good. It's good. And like the original EverQuest, not where it is right now. Original EverQuest is a masterpiece. To this day, I'm gonna get some people to play that with me, not as a social obligation, but as a co-op experience, like we do with Sea of Thieves. And man, it'll change your world. It is such a good game. So yeah, it is true that I get into it. It's a personal mission, right? But I get into the character. I get into the world. There's something about think of story and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm not saying like I like how I interact with games. I'm kind of that way with all art and media. I've only in the last couple of years really started to feel that art appreciation in certain literature. Well, hang out with me a little bit more, and you may get into that idea as well. I mean, who knows? It's fun to let yourself go. And I do think that is an opportunity for people to do so. I'm getting preachy right now because it's late. I'm tired. So I'm going to get a little preachy here. This is something that I've had arguments with people over constantly about games, right? That people have the capacity. Every person has the capacity to feel the way that I do with games, right? And how it's an interesting divergence of the everyday life and the ideal, right? So you know how they talk about people's personalities having the stage personality, and then they have the backstage personality, the real person in the backstage, and the one that they present to people being on stage. And I find it interesting that the for a lot of people, the backstage has become more and more diminished, right? They don't engage with their true selves as much anymore, and they keep the facade going for the majority of their time, right? And I always feel that games are a great way to break that facade, and to go even a step further, right, into a way to let yourself express yourself in cool and interesting ways, and to let your true self play. And I feel like there's a lot of people who get into games, and as they've gotten older, the backstage of themselves diminishes more and more, and so they become purely analytical. They become purely critical, I guess would be a way to say it, but they aren't letting themselves play with the game, right? They're devouring it, they're eating it, but they're not They're not understanding it. It's like eating McDonald's, right? They're treating games like that. It's something to devour, and it's not something to understand or to truly digest. To have your palate excited, you know. I think everyone has that capacity. And I've had arguments with people who tell me how dumb that idea is. I've been trying to tell people, don't invite someone out for dinner and a movie to get to know them. Just invite them over and watch them play the first few hours of Fallout. That's beautiful. Beautiful, Simon. I was watching someone play Knights of the Old Republic, and I was looking back on it and being like, that game doesn't stand the test of time. I'm sure it doesn't. And then I was watching, I was like, they had some good morality quandaries or ways to present morality in that game. Sometimes it was a little heavy-handed in the very beginning of that game, but as it progressed, they did some really interesting things. But yeah, so my message to people in general, and the reason why I also stream, is to like let themselves go. Just let it go. You don't have to be so uptight or so try to force games to be what you want them to be. Let the game be what it is, and let it take you where it wants to take you. I've gotten more honest about my backstage self as I've gotten older. It's damaged and it's issues, but I'm not distrustful and hiding all the time. And that's good, Lit, right? Because we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But it's so important. It's so important to communicate and be honest with other people and with yourself about who you are, right? And the flaws that we have, because when you start to understand them, you're a better person. You're instantaneously a better person. And when you acknowledge and recognize those mistakes you make, even as you make them, it's okay. We're always like shameful. We're always ashamed of who we are. Or we're always ashamed of what we ashamed of the things we like or our perspective of things. Oh, dude, thank you. This is me getting philosophical. This is me talking about just life and how intertwined games and how we interact with games and people are so intertwined. Who we are as people and how we play games. I've gotten into arguments with people about like the distinction and differentiation between a video game and like a physical game, a board game, or a card game, and how they're not remotely related, and how silly that idea is for me. Like, they're very much exactly the same. But like, you need games. There's two things in the world that make society run. They don't collapse. When you have games and you have comedy, right? Those are the two most like vital things to the lifeblood of a society in general, of like culture and societies, is games and comedy. Because comedy is a critical eye on how we are as people, but it's not one that is hateful, right? You have to play and you have to laugh. But it looks at society, it looks at the world at large, and it's able to laugh at it. And it is to point out its problems, but without being angry or being spiteful of it. It's a super important thing to have. Comedy is so important. And then games is connection. I always preach about connection. You guys hear it a million times for those that have watched, you know. It's not just a connection with software, which I think is so important, but it's also a connection with people. But a connection with software is interesting. A connection with the medium is so interesting. And it's a thing that we don't look at as much. We don't look at how we play. We don't look at the things that we do, the silly little things that we do. Like, for instance, right, Ren, when you play games, right, you make up little names for enemies and for characters that you meet. Cornelius in King's Quest. And just you connect with the software on your observation of enemies or NPCs that you see with something else in the world, you know, with something else that you've kind of created, your own creative flair to it. You don't know how special that is. I mean, you might know. Most people don't realize how special that is. That is special. That is so amazing and wonderful and magical. And that's part of the reason why I also love you to death. Because you've got that little bit in you, that creative spark in something so silly, but so telling of what games are and what they mean to you in the end. That is everything. That is everything. And that's what games need more of. That's what people need more of. To just let go. You know? Be a little silly sometimes. To go for that ride. To see where the game is trying to take you and just let it take you. I always find it weird when people play a game and try to bend it to their own will and get mad at the game, or it's the fault of the game if it doesn't bend to their will. And it's like, why are you trying to control things like that? What do you gain? I'd be so sad if I had to be stiff all the time. That's what I'm talking about, nudes. I'm stiff all the time from like awkwardness and just being a weird, tense person, but like I'm not rigid as a human being in perspective. But I see people try to bend games to their will, and that's the primary reason why they play games, is to control it. And it's so weird to watch because they end up hating a lot of games that allow for personal expression. I'm a weirdo, and I've embraced that. No, nudes, you make magnet butts. Glow-in-the-dark magnet butts, okay? I mean, let's be real here. That's amazing. You've embraced the weird. You have embraced the weird. But you gotta do that. What's the point? We're all alive in this world, this crappy world right now, I might add. Why are we so driven by hate and this need to make the world bend to our own personal will and perspective? Becoming comfortable with yourself and your creativity and nerdiness is everything. It's true. I still struggle a bit, but I've made a lot of progress with last year. So Ren, you do a great job. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. I know that for a lot of people, like, they have a lot that they have to deal with, right? Everybody does. And just acknowledging it, doesn't rid yourself of that stuff. But that acknowledgement also tells you that you're aware of yourself, that you're aware of all those things. And it's so great. Man, you're amazing. Your painting is amazing. Your art is amazing. Your wit and whimsy is Shakespearean. It's a delight. And I think that it's so important for people to have this stuff. And I'm not saying that if you don't have it, you're a bad person. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, I've honestly loved getting to know. Dude, this is why we do this stuff. This is why I do this stuff, at least. I don't stream for popularity. I would love more people to like hear this stuff and like hopefully I rub off on some people, but like that's not the point. The point was to create a couch experience, to share these things I love just in general. And I think that it's been an absolute blessing. And all I can do is thank Kayla for that, because she's just the best. She's really a good friend. And so it all wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for her. So cheers to that. I do have to get some sleep. Dude, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. My wife's gonna wake up in 15 minutes to go to sleep or go to work. She's gonna be so mad at me. Cheers indeed. So I'm gonna be back again. I don't know. Monday night? Monday night maybe? Sunday night? I got there's a Discord link in the thingy. I talk on Discord all the time. I talk on Twitter. I'll talk on Twitter. I'll post it at some point. We're gonna be playing more of this, and we'll probably beat it on the next stream. Cause that's how good it's been. Let's go see who's to raid. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go see who's available and say howdy. By the way, thanks Nudes for the raid. It's always a pleasure to see you, my dear. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for just hanging out, listening to my silly, butt talking about stuff. Oh, we're gonna go say hi to Capsule J. Because Capsule J needs all the love in the world, too. He's doing Ori and the... Ooh, he's doing Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We'll go say hi to him. Dude, it's my pleasure, Ren. It's my pleasure. One day, we will get everybody together and play a bunch of games and have a grand old time. You know what's going to happen. I just spent 4 hours with Jay Enchanted. He's playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps now, Simon. It's a different game now. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, all y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see y'all sometime soon. Of course, I'll be hopping in streams. I'll be saying hi to everybody. Good night, everyone. Mwah! I love y'all.
Bye.